Hey Pokemon trainers, welcome to Training Riolu. We are hopping into the hunt for shiny Mewtwo. Yo, what's going on, guys? I got Hopper and Cobalt in the chat. Let me read your chats here shortly. Give me 1 second. I need to make sure I have everybody's predictions written down. If you guys have a prediction, let me know. Yo, okay, so let's go. Yeah, Cobalt says let's go. I'm here full stream. Yo, what? Yo, hell yeah, Cobalt. All right. And then Hopper says first like, first chat, Riolu, you're the man. Yo, thank you, Hopper. And then he said, dang it, Ko, you stole my glory. Now I look foolish. No. Yo, and then Cobalt said, Hopper, look, me and Jay got J-Bolt. How about when you and I meet in chat, we're gonna do a fusion like Goku and Vegeta? Yo, there you go. Okay, you get J-Bolt and then Coper or Hopco, Hop-Bolt. There you go. Yo, I like those. Okay, let me. I've got a few. Excuse me. I gotta write down these predictions. I'm gonna do it in order this time, and we can get started. Yo, hopefully you guys are having an awesome Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. Okay, we can't call it Gogeta. Yo, can't call it Gogeta between Hopper and Cobalt fusion. Yo, maybe something along those lines, right? Like it'd be like Coperta. Okay, yeah. Hopefully you see where I'm going with that. Okay, I'm gonna lock in. Give me 1 second. 42. 32. Okay, 132 for Necrotio. And then these are for Midnight. Yo, I went and shared all the socials and got ready on stream. I just forgot to write down everybody's prediction in order. So I'm doing that right now. 142 for Aubrey. Oops. Happy Friday. Or me, it's Cryday. Oh, dude. Okay. Yo, all right. You said Cryday, so it reminded me. There was this one time I was in college, and I thought I met the love of my life. And so that relationship didn't work out. We ended our relationship, and me and my brother went out to the out to the bar on Cinco de Mayo. And so I got very, very drunk that night, and ended up like throwing up in the sink at the bar, and then crying on the floor. I was crying on the floor. And so from that day forward, that day was known as Cinco de Cryo. Yeah, there you go. That's my story. Yo, what's up, Alex? Welcome to the chat, dude. Heading to Mexico soon? Yo, Alex. Alex, I hope you have a safe trip. I'm glad to see you here, man. How did I know you said you got locked out of your house yesterday. How did everything work out, dude? But congrats on going to Mexico today. Okay, give me I said I need to lock in and get these written down. Yeah, I do. I need to lock in. Okay, I got Necrotio. 164, and then 67 for Virgil. 167 for Virgil. Yo, that's so funny, dude. And then 169 for Father Elmo. Father Elmo usually takes 6'7" and 6'9", but yesterday somehow Virgil posted it in the chat that he wanted all the 67s before Father Elmo said that he wanted all of them. Oh, so yo, he's got it. 173 for Aubrey. I got in. Okay, yeah, hell yeah. Okay. W Alex. Let me see W Hopper. Yo, W Hopper. Hop Bolt, Bolt Hop, Co Hop, Hop Co, Bolt Hopper. Yo, that's cool. I like that one. Hopper Bolt. Yo, that one's good too. Hop Volt. Yo. Co Volt, Hop Spark. Bolt Spark, Hop Charge, Bolt Charge, Hop Fusion, Bolt Fusion, Hop Rush, Bolt Rush, Hop Flash, Bolt Flash. Choose which one, chat. Yo, that's that's insane. Yo, I think I like the Bolt Hopper. I think that one's the coolest sounding one in my opinion. 173. 173. Ooh. Oh man. Just trying to organize these guys. Give me 1 second. I'm so sorry. 42. Got that. 89. 189 for Aubrey. Okay, and then I got the 64 for Necrotio. Did I get the 32? Yes, I did. Okay. Bop, bop. 69s for Father Elmo. Got that one. All right, and then let me make sure. 98s for Co. 198 for Cobalt. I got you down. Okay. Boom, baby, got that. And then let me just make sure I have all these in order. I got 151 for Virgil. There you go. And then 199 for Virgil. There we go. I got those down. And then what's after this? Every 2 and 4. We're probably gonna go 200 resets today. Wyatt, I did that yesterday. Okay, so it goes 420, 786, 910. 420 for Father Elmo. 7. Yo, I still don't get that 9 plus 10 equals 21. 420 for Father Elmo. 700 and where'd it go? Oh, 780 for Necrotio, is that right? Man, I'm sorry. I wrote all this stuff down and it's really sloppy and messed up, but I'm organizing it so that it's all in order. 786 for Necrotio. And then cross that out, and then I've got 910 for Father Elmo. Boom. I see the chat. You guys are talking in there. I'm so sorry. Let me get to you guys here in a second. Yo, I'm so sorry. 1365 for Glitch Kids, and then 1800 for Father Elmo. That's everybody's. I'm sorry, for Snapesy. That's everybody's prediction so far. Okay, I've got those down. All right, we can move on. We can move forward now. Okay, here we go. Yo, happy Friday. Yo, we made it to Friday. Let's go. Okay, yo. Okay, I'm drinking Aqua Fresca of watermelon. Yo, okay, Alex. I hope I hope that's refreshing and delicious. I'm taking this too far. Vote in the chat for real. Vote in the chat for real. Like which fusion of Hopper and Cobalt do you guys like out of those? Okay. Oh, whoops. That was 101. Boom, baby. Okay, so this is kind of neat because we're at Midnight's first prediction. Yo. We're at 102 right now. We're at the first prediction of the day. Okay, here we go. Yo, Jay. Yo, what's going on, Jay? Welcome to the chat, dude. I'm so happy you're here, man. 9 plus 10 equals 21 meme comes from a 2014 Vine where somebody asks, what's 9 plus 10? And a kid confidently answers 21, making the wrong answer the joke. Yo, okay. Yo, I think I missed that because I was in the military. Father Elmo was asking me about, he was like, you understand this, don't you? Dude, I was not on Vine while I was in the Navy. I did not see. Oh, 200. I got you down, Wyatt. Let me make sure nobody's predictions were put up. And but yo, thank you. Okay. Bolt Hopper. Dots Hopper. I'll take it. Little Bolt Hopper. I like it has a ring to it. Yo, Bolt Hopper is kind of neat. Yeah, yeah. I'll do mine pointing right. You got to do yours pointing left. Yeah, yeah. You got to fuse. Okay, yo, Hopper did it. You guys are fusing? Yo, Bolt Hopper. Hell yeah. W Bolt Hopper. I'm taking this too far. Okay, no. That's awesome. Hi, Rio. Hey, Co. Hop, everybody. Yo, what's going? J Bolt. What's up? Triple fusion? Holy shit. Yo, can you imagine if Dragon Ball Z did that? That'd be crazy. I'd be Jopper Bolt. Yo. Jopper Bolty. You know, I got to get the Y at the end, you know? There you go. Okay, I'll stop. Yo, no. Keep going. No, that was good. That was good. Yo, Wyatt, I got your prediction down for 200, man. Yo, thank you for your prediction. If you guys have any predictions, and if I land the shiny Mewtwo on your prediction, I will open up these 2 packs of cards, and I will send you the hits. So there we go. That's what's going on today. I do plan on getting maybe another pack of cards. Maybe we'll be able to do that. But yeah, that's the plan for right now. Okay, we're at Midnight's other prediction of 104. So yeah, if you guys have any predictions on when we get this shiny Mewtwo, whether it's in today's stream, which I'm planning on doing like 200 resets today. So we'll probably end at 300 resets. But yeah, let's go to 200 resets today, and then we'll go to 300 resets, and we'll take predictions for up to 300. You missed me destroying bolts in Pokemon Sword? I did, dude. Yeah, I was having a tough time reading chat, man. It seemed like everybody was having a grumpy time in there, and an angry time, and there's a lot of testosterone flinging around. So I was like, I'm just gonna go eat and have some coffee, and I think Bolts did a great job, but I was like just reading chat, and man, I was like, oh man, this is rough, dude. I was having a rough time. So yeah. Sorry I took off. I just couldn't hang with like all that grumpy testosterone in Bolts' chat. Yo, what's up, Father Elmo? Destroying. Yo, Cole. Co is destroying. I predict the 12s. 112, 12, 212, etc. Okay, I've got you down. Okay, beautiful. Hopper. So I've got you down for 112. And I'm going to put the S next to your prediction. Okay, I've got you down, Hopper. Okay, awesome. Elmo, my guy. Yo, Cobalt and Elmo. Yesterday after we got done with stream, we did a raid on Cobalt's Tamagotchi Life stream, and Father Elmo and Aubrey were in the chat, and they were just like busting it out. So I'm glad that we're getting the community bigger and growing. That's awesome, man. I'm so happy that you guys got to like meet and hang out yesterday. My G. Yo, what's up, Virgil? What's up, Virgil? How is your Friday going, man? Happy Friday. You heard my song request though? I didn't know, Corruption. I popped in for a moment to say what's up to Bolts. I didn't stick around for song requests. I like music, but I think I have I think usually when Bolts does like the music requests, I usually like check out, man. I don't know what's going on. It's just like a thing for me, I guess. I don't know. No, I'm sorry, Corruption, man. I missed that part. Me and Aubrey you guys went to Cobalt's Tamagotchi Life stream yesterday. Father Elmo, it was a good time. But yeah. I got to watch Bolts start Pokemon Emerald, but I took a break for a while because the chat was just going it was like this big dick measuring contest. It was like really, really unnecessary. Nobody was really paying attention to Bolts' game, and I felt bad because I was like, I'm gonna head out. So yeah, it was weird, but I'm glad Bolts is streaming today. He hadn't streamed all week, so it was nice to see him back. But yeah, I was like, don't say anything and just take a break, I'll be able to step away from this. So yeah, it was nice. Hey, yo. Okay, yo, Cobalt's got a hey, yo going on, yo. Hey, yo. What's up, Cobalt? Yo, man. Happy Friday, man. Yo, you guys doing anything fun this weekend? You guys got anything going on this weekend? I may or may not have poo in my AirPods, but I did hear Elmo and Aubrey were at Cobalt's stream whipping it out. No. I was like, like hanging out. Like we were all like, did I say whipping it out? That would be an interesting turn of phrase. That'd be a weird thing to say. Did I say that? I'm sorry, man. I don't think I said that, but I might have. I'm capable of saying a lot of things. It wasn't that. It was just some bullshit that me and Fables took care of. Yeah. I'm not. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, man. Yeah, no worries though. It's all good. But how is the battle? Let me clip it. Okay, yo. Okay, yeah, clip it. Yo, we need some stream reactions for tomorrow. If you guys want, in the Discord, put some stuff for me to react to in stream for tomorrow, and we could get some stream reactions going. Tomorrow's gonna be a stream reaction stream. So every first of the month, I'm planning on just reacting to whatever you guys put in stream reactions, and I think that's gonna be a lot of fun. Okay, did I say something out of context? Did I say, I must have been a Freudian slip. Riolu is the king of legit out of context things. He says even without trying. Yeah. Dude honestly makes clip-worthy things without even trying. That's what's up there. Let's see. I managed to use almost all legendaries to obliterate bolts. And one, like I always do. Oh, okay. Classic corruption. I hope you brought in your Giratina. I hope you got to bring in Giratina. I did see Bolts was saying like that he gave away his Ogerpon. And I thought that was kind of interesting. Excuse me. I thought that was kind of interesting. I was trying to consider like when would I ever give away Ogerpon? I don't think so, man. I really, really enjoyed like how adorable. Excuse me. I really enjoyed how adorable Ogerpon was in Kitakami, and I really enjoyed his backstory and the things going on with like the the lousy trio and Pecharunt, and Ogerpon was like this he had like a revenge arc for his trainer. What's up, Snapesy? Tomorrow is August, y'all. This year is going by so fast. It is crazy, dude. Man, it's crazy for real. Can't fight me with my Arceus in Pokemon Go. Trust. Yeah. You hacked the game. You went into the code. You found Arceus, and then you were able to take the code and copy and paste it into like a Pokemon creator, and then boom, you got yourself Arceus in Pokemon Go. You're the first and only person that's ever had an Arceus ever. Congrats, Cobalt. I wouldn't battle your Arceus, dude. No, thank you. Yeah, no, I'm good. I'll admire it from afar. You know what I mean? I'll just look at Arceus and be like, on God. There you go. I did, but Bolts left the battle like a pleb. Oh, okay. Trading Ogerpon is one of the best Pokemon to use in competitive battling. Is it a dumbass move? He said he wasn't using it, he wanted to give it to Asian. I don't think it's a dumb move. And I'm not gonna, shit on anybody for things they do like that. Boats got roasted by a 12-year-old and it was funny. Oh, okay. I have picture proof of your Arceus. Okay, yo, if I could go into, I would show you my Arceus as well. If I could go into Pokemon Go right now, I would. But let me tell you this story, okay? I got Arceus in Pokemon Go. All right, I was sitting. My sister invited me and my brother over for a pool party, and we were all hanging out. And oh, Hopper, dude, I made it to 112. We didn't get the shiny, and I've been steamrolling through these resets. So okay. I was hanging out with my brother. I had Pokemon Go up on my phone like I normally do when I can play Pokemon Go. And so we were sitting by the pool, and you know, I was talking with my brother, and we were just laughing. And I clicked on a Bidoof, yo, and it was shiny. Oh, I was like, oh my gosh, look, brother. And I showed my brother, and I was like, I'm gonna catch this, but yo, do you think I should use a Master Ball? And he's like, use a Master Ball. So I used a Master Ball to catch Bidoof. Yo, okay, so I've got this Bidoof, right, in a Master Ball, and you know, sometimes I'll show it to people and just like get a good laugh, you know. Sometimes corruption, yeah. Sometimes I do rewatch streams, but not recently. There's been a lot of people that I've been following recently in Cobalt's community on YouTube, and so I've been trying to keep up with everybody. I have picture proof. Oh, and Bolt's got roasted by a 12-year-old. Boom. I put it in your Discord page. Okay, yo, let me check that out. Yo, is it me saying whipping it out? Yo, my bad. It's not powered up yet. Okay, yo, so you know, for a while I showed everybody the shiny Bidoof and that it's in a Master Ball. And then yo, we finally in Pokemon Go got bottle caps, and so like they distributed golden bottle caps out. And so I used the golden bottle cap to power up my Arceus, you know, my Bidoof to a 100%, you know, like perfect shiny Bidoof, and I nicknamed it Arceus. There you go, yo. That's how I got Arceus in Pokemon Go. Okay, let's see what's going on with Discord real quick. The Arceus, yo, that's crazy. Yo, yo, what a beautiful Pokemon, dude. Yo, how the hell? Yo, that's crazy, dude. Did they release Arceus with GoFest? Man, yo, I haven't heard about that. That's awesome, man. That looks great. That's crazy, man. Yo, I don't know if you guys saw that, but here, let me show you. Oh, whoops. Okay, let me show you guys real quick. Yo, this is what Cobalt just sent us. This is his Arceus in Pokemon Go. That's wild, dude. That's super cool. You make some jokes? Hell yeah, man. Yo, jokes are where it's at. Looks convincing though. Yeah. Yeah, it does. Look, that was solid, dude. That was a solid Arceus, man. I mean, it was like it had that soft, you know, like the soft like saturation that Pokemon Go tends to have in that menu screen when you're looking at your Pokemon. So like yeah, that saturation was very convincing. Yo, that's crazy, dude. Yo, W's on your fake Arceus, but yo, yeah, I also have Arceus. I just told you guys that Bidoof story. Yo, it's in a Master Ball. It's a shiny. It's 100% IVs. You know, we've got the perfect. Do you see me as serious here or in the chat or no? So like corruption. My viewpoint of you, man. Like, it seems like you do this bit where you're in the distortion realm and you're hanging out with Giratina and like, you latched on to like your username as corruption, you know, like the darker entity and yo, I don't take you too seriously, but I appreciate it. I think it's awesome. So no, I don't take you very seriously, as far as like in chat, you know, but I think you're an awesome person in chat, and I like your persona that you bring. Sorry, y'all, I gotta go run. My mom broke down. Oh, okay. Yo, Hopper, take care of your mom. Oh, bring some water. But yeah. Make sure she can be hydrated. You know, maybe if she's broke down, maybe she doesn't have power to her car so that she can use the AC. So yo, bring some water and some ways to cool her down, just in case it's too hot out there. But yo, GG's Hopper, take care of your mom, man. Hell yeah, yo, I appreciate you, man. Good looking out. I think we're at 118. I don't know if I reset here or change the counter. Yeah, peace and love, Hopper. Yeah, take care of your mom. Yo, GG's Hopper for going and taking care of your mom. That's awesome, dude. Okay. So the next prediction that we're getting to is Necrosio's prediction of 132. So far, we've gone through 102, which was Midnight, 104, which was Midnight's, and 112, which was Hopper's. And then we're working our way to 132 right now. Yeah, I decided this morning I wanted to do 200 resets yesterday for Mewtwo, just to kind of like kick off Mewtwo. But I started late on stream, and then you know, like by the time like we got to 100, we were already at 2 hours. So I was like, okay, let's end here. And I wanted to go into Cobalt's, you know, Tamagotchi live stream, you know, and support the new Nintendo channel, yo, and check that out. And Cobalt got a brand new Switch. He's starting Tamagotchi life over again. He's got the will of all his people that want to be on the island. And it was a lot of fun. I'm glad yesterday happened the way it did, because it worked out really well. So today I want to go 200 resets and see if we can get like a good chunk of Mewtwo's out of the way, and see if it's possible that we could get this shiny Mewtwo. Yo, do you guys think we could get it today? I don't know. What about the King of Pokemon Battles bit I do in Bolt's streams? By the way, channel's going crazy. 309 watch hours already? Not sure how, but I'm glad. Yo, W's on Nintendo. Yo, you know, I think what I would say is corruption. I try to be in Bolt's channels, and I appreciate when I'm in there. Like, you know, maybe I've missed the bit. I might have missed the King of Pokemon Battles bit. But I don't know, man. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think I've missed it. A lot of times I have to go and watch. Onyx, and so sometimes I'll have to leave Bolt's stream when he's like in the middle of something, which is a bummer, because like, you know, usually he's got like on this stream he's gonna go face off against this gym leader or things like that, and so like when he was facing off against Claire, I had to leave like right after he finished the battle with Claire, and then he ended up like doing a bunch of other stuff in his stream, and I missed it. So I usually miss like reactions to music, and I usually miss reactions to like I usually miss the battles and stuff that he does. So I'm sorry if I haven't seen the King of Battles persona. Also, I've been noticing that Cobalt said, also, I've been noticing that every stream on the main, I'll gain like 10 subs, then lose 10 subs. YouTube is now going through some channels and getting rid of Google accounts that are inactive. That was in like the YouTube, the YTP newsletter, I think a week ago. Shit sucks. Yeah, dude, I don't know what happened yesterday. Like we got botted, you know, like I think we got botted because there was like 100 and something people and there was like 30 people at a time in the concurrent viewers, and there was like 140 people that showed up to the stream. So I don't know if YouTube partner. Okay, yeah, I don't have that yet. But yeah, it was weird because like there we go. it was super weird because yesterday for some reason there was like 140 people that stopped by the stream and there was like 30 concurrent viewers, and I don't know how that happened, but it seemed to happen to Bolts this morning too. So yeah, I think you were talking about you talked about like having a higher surplus of people as well, Cobalt. Yeah, a few months ago, I went to my brother's house and I turned on Bolts' stream, and I did see some battles. I got to see Father Elmo face off against Bolts with the Cottony, and I got to see your battle with like Ogrepon and Zacian. Hell yeah, man! Hell yeah! Yeah, numbers going stupid nowadays, to be honest. I don't know what YouTube is doing. Yeah, man, I'm not sure either. But it is odd to like see, you know, how things started with the channel. It was like viewers would kind of trickle in, and it took a long time to build up like an audience, you know, like to get people recurring and returning on a regular basis. It took a while. It took almost the better part of a year to gain like a following audience, like some people that are returning regularly. Ain't no way everyone getting botted now. Yeah, I don't know, man. What is happening? I don't know if they're matching the watch hours though. Yeah, so I was looking at the stats from yesterday's stream, and the watch hours were there. I was in a stream earlier this morning that got botted, right? Yeah, corruption. Are you talking about Bolts' stream? Because he had like 90 something concurrent viewers. Botting viewers don't count towards watch hours. Okay, yeah, yesterday we got like plus 8 hours of view time. So yeah, that's not normal. That's not normal. We only did a 2-hour stream, and the amount of people that were watching through part of the stream was like 30 something people, and it lurking still. Yo, thanks for being here, Jay. Hell yeah, man. Then it wasn't botted. What the fuck? Yeah, dude, I don't know what's going on, but like nobody was in the chat, and you know, I mean, not nobody, sorry, the people that were in the chat weren't like a bunch of new people is what I mean. No, it was before I watched Bolts. Oh, okay. Yeah. But didn't it seem like Bolts' stream was also being like overly watched, right? Like there was like 90 something people in the stream before I took off. Yo, it's kind of wild. 30 times 2 is 60. Yeah. No, I know. But like we didn't have 30 people the entire time. We probably maybe had 30 people for like, you know, the end of the stream. It was crazy to watch, you know, everything build up. But yeah, the numbers were like at 140 views by the time we ended the stream. So there's one point where all the viewership went down to like one concurrent viewer, and I was like, what is happening? What is happening? Corruption said, I even said getting botted can lead to getting swatted. Okay. What do you mean? What do you mean about that? What do you mean by that? Why would you want that to happen to anybody? No, I wouldn't want that to happen to anybody. Yeah. There was 120 plus people that were in Bolts' stream. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, man, it was interesting. I don't know what's going on, but it seems interesting. Who knows? Yeah, dude, I don't know, but yo, whatever's happening, maybe we'll learn about it soon. Maybe somebody who's had like has some clout in YouTube might be able to talk to like the person that they work with. Okay, yeah, it's just a rhyming scheme. Yeah, there you go. Corruption's just out there rhyming, like I've seen some horror stories from stuff like that, and I wouldn't wish that on anybody, man. But yo, W's rhyming scheme. But I guess let me see if I can come up with a more positive one. I'd say even getting botted can lead to getting what's a good rhyming scheme for that? I mean, I think corruption got like the negative aspect of what could happen as a YouTuber, but like what's a good trying to think of a cool word for it. Man, yeah. I'd rather get botted than swatted. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Same here. Yeah. That's a I guess on the positive side of things, how do you come up with a rhyming word that works for that structure, right? Like I guess I get where you're coming from, like what do you say for positivity on that one? I'd rather get botted than swatted is an interesting. Yeah, that's another one. There you go. Cobalt. Anyways, yeah, there we go. Okay, onward. All right, so we're getting closer to Necrocio's prediction of 132. All right, so we're at 130 now. But I don't know if we'll get the shiny today. There's some predictions after today's stream that'll be like, in the 400s, the 900s, and the thousands. I hope that Mewtwo doesn't last that long. Maybe because the shiny birds took as long as they did. Maybe Mewtwo will be a little bit kinder, but we'll see. Yeah. I appreciate the ability to like have YouTube as like a platform, because for me personally, I like it's like this opportunity to like meet so many people. So what a cool way to like be connected. But yeah, Cobalt said YouTube be crazy, and Corruption said YouTube always be churning shit. That's why YouTube is not a reliable job unless you're like at 200,000 subs or 100,000 views a week. Yeah, dude. I know I'm only at 4,000. I got some work to get to. Yeah, I got to get to like another 96,000 views a week. Yeah. we got to grow to make this like some sort of sustainable work, We're out here enjoying each other's company and possibly getting these shiny Pokemon. Let's go, let's go. But yeah, for reals, this channel has like done some really impactful things to me in my life, so I really appreciate having it. But yeah, like that's a good point, Cobalt. There's no reliability and like not having partnership with YouTube or getting like 100,000 views a week or 200,000 subs, like would be that would be the way to go. Which is crazy because like I don't know if you guys get ads during like watching this, but still there's like an amount of people that are like watching YouTube and we're putting in a ton of hours on this channel. YouTube Shorts count for a lot of people views nowadays. Yeah, I'm gonna step up my game for Shorts. I just need to plan out kind of like a schedule for it. I know that Yeah. You don't get ads during the stream? Okay. Winter and springtime are amazing. Best times to be a YouTuber. Summer and fall hurt so bad. Yo, what's up? Kyle? Yo, welcome to the channel, man. Caden, I'm glad you're here. I don't get ads during the stream. Oh, okay. Well, cool. I mean, I guess that's good for like viewership and hanging out, but you know, like that's how YouTube typically makes money, and that's how YouTubers make money too, is by like the ads that are watched. Okay. Good to know though. Thank you, Corruption, for that insight, cuz I thought you guys might be like inundated with ads from time to time. I get ads on people's streams, and I know that's how they like make money. You know what I mean? They get a percentage of that. But yo, Caden, how's everything going, man? Yo, happy Friday. It's a beautiful day today. I hope you're having a great day, man. Are you ready for the weekend? Yo, guys, what are you doing this weekend? Yo, Spider-Man Brand New Day came out. I know the Odyssey's out in theater. I think before I go see Spider-Man Brand New Day, I want to go see the Odyssey. And yo, I think I might go see the Odyssey this weekend or soon. But speaking of movies, right? How are you doing? I've been hanging out with the Northtown group a lot. Yo, hell yeah. I'm doing good, man. Whoops. I'm doing good, man. The channel's growing quite a bit. We're at 360 subscribers. Yesterday it was crazy. There was like 140 views on the stream. So yo, the channel's doing good. But yo, like I've been able to spend some time with family and friends. I got to go see one of the people that hang out at Northtown Mall with you. They had a birthday last weekend, so I went and hung out for their birthday before doing chat battles. And then that was awesome. Everybody was there. It was like a lot of people celebrating a really cool dude. And then came and did some chat battles, and chat battles were like incredible. We had a great time during chat battles. And then this week I got Shiny Articuno on stream at 1228 resets, and now we finally get to hunt Mewtwo. So yo, things have been going really well. Like I've been watching I got to finally see like everything everywhere all at once, watching some really cool shows. I watched a show called like Baby Reindeer. I watched a show called like Half Man, and like it's these really interesting narratives on like life and authenticity and the struggle that people go through. Yo, it was really, really profound and heavy and thought-provoking and beautiful stories being told for these situations that I think most people can relate to. So I've been watching some pretty good like shows recently that are like impactful. It's been pretty cool, man. I've been enjoying that. I don't think smaller YouTubers get ads on their channels. Okay, yo, thank you, Corruption. I didn't know that. I like being on this side of the camera, it's hard to tell like what's happening for you guys while you're in chat. You know, at 500 subs, YouTube might start putting ads on your videos for them, not for you. Yeah, for them. That's in the contract. Yeah, unless they're monetized. Yeah. Then out of 1,000 subs, you start getting that revenue. Yeah. I saw. That's one of the things I'm working to try and unlock. You know, I've never seen the full animation of encountering Mewtwo in this game. Okay, yo, let's watch it. Let's watch it, Corruption. I see that. Crazy, man. A lot of growth. Yo, yeah. Thanks, Caden. Yeah, it's awesome. I'm excited about it. Look at that powerful boy. Yo, yesterday we talked about like the backstory and the lore surrounding Mewtwo. And I really enjoyed that. Alex is back in Spokane. Oh, yo, okay, hell yeah. Okay. Managed to get him back into Pokemon Go. Yo, okay, yo. Tell him I said hi. Yo, I'm trying to get back there. I'm working my way. I'm working my way back to it. But yeah. Hopefully we can get to 500 subscribers soon, and I think the channel's gonna make some big changes after 500 subscribers, because at that point I think I can apply for YouTube partnership, And then I'm gonna start like seeking out like sponsorships and things like that. So maybe I can catch a break with some sponsorships. But I've been considering maybe doing some editing on the side for people. That way I can get back into Pokemon Go and do some stuff like that. Yeah, that Dragon Ball power up though, yo, and then like he releases the energy at you, and it's like Eevee's like Eevee's like getting blown away, you know. Yo, it's a pretty good. This is actually one of the better animations, yeah. But well, deservingly for such a powerful and like momentous Pokemon, right? Like this Mewtwo is like the man, you know, like in Kanto, setting up legendary Pokemon like in Pokemon Red and Blue, like Mewtwo had such an amazing like impact on what Pokemon does. Yeah, no, I miss you guys out there too. It's gonna be awesome getting back into the community, man. Like especially after this kind of like this amount of time I've had to like work on myself, dude. I've spent this year growing a lot. So yeah, it's gonna be awesome being back out with groups of friends and doing things that we love to do. 16 people. Yo, like the stream. Okay, yo, thank you, Cobalt. Yeah, guys. If you can like the stream, I forgot to do that myself. I forgot to like the stream myself, but yo, I try to do it typically. Yeah, there we go. I like the stream. Where are we at? Yo, there's an 8 likes going on. Yo, if you haven't liked the stream yet, yo, it does help out. It helps a lot. You said Mewtwo looks pissed. Let me see. He looks like he's contemplating. Yo, I would be too, though. That's why the thumbnail, yo, on the thumbnail, I don't know if you guys have like taken a good look at the thumbnail, but on the thumbnail, I've got the encounter with Mewtwo here on Pokemon Go, but in the background, like I put like an opaque scenery of Mewtwo standing in like the destroyed building of Team Rocket, the destroyed warehouse of Team Rocket. Yeah. So I don't think so. Doesn't look like it. Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, if you're here and you're real, yo, like the stream. That would help me out if you want to. A lot of lurkers. That's okay, yo. Lurking and hopefully enjoying this shiny hunt. Yeah, 30 plus extra people. Yeah. I know we've had like what it's showing on YouTube Studio is that we've had 46 views, and then there are 14 concurrent viewers. So yeah, I don't know if we're getting botted, but that is a lot of people. So yo, thank you for being here, guys. Yo, I appreciate the support to the channel, and yo, I hope you're enjoying this Mewtwo hunt, man. Yeah, yo, since we're talking about Mewtwo, yo, let's get into it. All right, yo, so Mew is like a mythical Pokemon and very hard to find, but something happened with Giovanni for him to rise to the point of being like the faceless man behind Team Rocket, and he's running this enterprise of villainy and scum. Yeah, like stealing people's Pokemon. I imagine like because like Lieutenant Surge like is like a gym leader in Viridian City, and I think I'm saying that might be Vermilion City. So Lieutenant Surge is there, and he's talking about like the war that he was in, right? And so there's speculation that there may have been like a Kanto war. So yo, that's kind of wild. And what I'd imagine, like if Giovanni had like, if Giovanni's start of like what he got into the criminal enterprise with was like, stealing and building up like a enterprise of villainy. Yo, I'd imagine like he probably had a hand in like bringing like those stolen Pokemon to the war as like weapons and things like that. I gotta go, but hopefully I can see you soon. Have fun on stream. Yo, thank you. Yo, it was good to see you, Caden. Cobalt, I forgot to tell you that I have a distorted void form, aka my shadow self. Yeah, hell yeah. This dude. Oh, yo, sorry. Sorry, Co. But yo, we're hopping into the lore of Mewtwo, yo. All right, so my theory is that like Giovanni supported the war efforts with like you know, like he was like a weapons dealer, and that's why, you know, at the point that you're starting your journey as a Pokemon trainer and you go and take on Team Rocket and you're understanding what Team Rocket is, like I think that you're finding that Giovanni's at a point in his career where he's like the faceless leader of a criminal enterprise, and he's starting to go into like corporate espionage and like doing some like corporate takeovers. So he's at the Silphco when you find him, and he's talking to like the CEO of Silphco. Yo, that shit is crazy, right? 166 Prada. I've got you down, Prada. And then number 666. I've got you down, Prada. Hell yeah. So like, yeah, that's my theory. My theory is that Giovanni did some shady shit to get to where he's at. And the reason he's faceless and the reason he's back behind the scenes of Team Rocket is because like he's at the point where like his criminal enterprise is moving into like corporate like takeovers and things along those lines. So I think Giovanni, when you first meet him, he's so far gone into his criminal masterminding in his criminal underworld that he forgot all about like Pokemon. He forgot all about like, you know, what it was like to be a trainer. And so you come in, you know, you're a little kid, you know, like I think Red was 10 years old or something like that when he started his journey. Prove you wrong? Okay, hold on one second. So like, yeah, so I think with Giovanni at the height of his like criminal enterprise, yeah, he goes and just finds a way to discover Mew and has Mr. Fuji and Blaine clone Mew to make a clone, and like as Mr. Fuji and Blaine are working on the cloning process of Mewtwo, like building up Mewtwo, like Mr. Fuji discovers that Team Rocket is villainous and terrible, and so he leaves, you know, he leaves his research and and goes and starts this like cool like home for Pokemon in Lavender Town, and then Blaine like continues his research, and there might be some reason behind that, like whether or not he's 1 second, yo, yeah. yeah, give me a second. So like, yeah, Blaine might be doing research because of like family, and he's trying to like help out his you know, family in some capacity. But in the manga, it shows like he injects himself with Mewtwo's like clone DNA and like gets like this goopy, nasty arm. Yo, so Blaine has like motivations for continuing the research, and then he succeeds. And so, you know, Giovanni continues with Mewtwo as like this secret weapon. Yo, and then Mewtwo breaks out of the control of Giovanni and goes to Cerulean Cave. And that's where we're at right now. Yo, okay. Cobalt said, best Spider-Man is the Amazing Spider-Man with Andrew Garfield. Proved me wrong. Okay. There we go. Yo, there's monkeys with a hammer. Yes, sir. 1 second. Yo, Cobalt's making fun of me for my long-winded theories. Okay. Yeah, sorry about that, Cobalt. I know you wanted to talk about Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man. I disagree with that, Corruption said, because the first Amazing Spider-Man was the best one. You know, the one who started it. Like, you're talking about Tobey Maguire? You got, you know, Bully Maguire in Spider-Man. Okay. I enjoyed watching Spider-Man when Spider-Man came out, like with Tobey Maguire. But I don't think they're the best movies. Like I know Bolts was talking about like that's his favorite like Spider-Man. Cobalt, is that your favorite Spider-Man too? Because I remember Tobey Maguire was like a topic of conversation, of like on your Tamagotchi Island, like people could talk about Tobey Maguire. I thought that shit was hella funny. I was like, what the hell, bully Maguire? You know, like people are gonna be out there like doing the dance and stuff. But yeah, like I really enjoyed Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man when that came out. And you know, that was the Spider-Man of that time, you know, like I think everybody went and saw those movies and had nothing but good things to say about it. But then we got to see Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. Yo, I think Andrew Garfield was an awesome like Peter Parker and a really good Spider-Man. He was quippy, you know, like he had like an interesting like world that he was living in. It was a little bit more saturated and dark, and it was kind of like it was like, yeah, with Gwen Stacy dying and stuff like that, like his world was a lot darker than what we were used to with Tobey Maguire. But I think my favorite, and it's probably because it's still going and a part of this MCU story that's like massive and ever expanding and always like, you know, the MCU right now is like this project that I never thought I'd be a part of in my lifetime. And I think that's one of the reasons why I like Tom Holland's Spider-Man the best, is because it's part of this world where things could definitely go into like more stories and more interactions with other characters and different teams and stuff like that. And that was never possible with the Amazing Spider-Man, Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. That was never possible with Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. So I really enjoy the story that Tom Holland is telling, and I really enjoy the ability that Spider-Man can go into like the X-Men or the Fantastic Four or like, you know, it's like the comic books pretty much. Andrew Garfield is my favorite Spider-Man. Okay, Tobey Maguire is my favorite Peter Parker. Interesting. Okay. Co said that Andrew Garfield is his favorite Spider-Man. Tobey Maguire is his favorite Peter Parker. Tom Holland is a good balance of them. Yeah, I agree. And then Corruption said, especially when Willem Dafoe came in as Green Goblin. Yeah, dude, that was the last Spider-Man movie that came out was fucking amazing. It was incredible. And I'd imagine, because like Dustin Daniel Cretton is the director of the new Spider-Man, I think it's going to be telling like an incredible story. Dustin Daniel Cretton did Wonder Man, and there's like, that's one of the things that I've been I watched recently that has like heart and is like really into like authenticity and mentorship and like and guidance and stuff like that. It was an incredible show. So Dustin Daniel Cretton, like he's directing the Spider-Man. I think the new Spider-Man is going to tell like an amazing story. So I'm super excited to watch it. I'm excited to see like after the Punisher special, seeing like what's going on with the Punisher. I can't wait. But let's see. Cobalt said Andrew Garfield played the best Spider-Man out of the full series, hands down. Yeah, Tom Holland is the best of both worlds. I can't hate. But take them just as Spider-Man, not Peter Parker. Who's the best Spider-Man? Okay, interesting. Give me a sec. We're gonna have a watch party of No Way Home probably next week. Okay, I know you're having a watch party for Mario tonight, and I plan on being there. The only thing that's gonna stop me from being there is if I go and see the Odyssey tonight. So I'm not sure if that's happening, but my plan is to be at the watch party for Mario right now. But the only thing that's going to change that is if I can't be there, because I'll be at a movie theater. Virgil, we're almost at 151. I'm almost at your prediction, man. Okay. But that'd be fun. I like Tom Holland, Spider-Man. Okay, Spider-Man. Who's the best Spider-Man? Okay. Yeah, that's tough, man. Okay. Co, Yo, okay. The best Spider-Man, not Peter Parker, the best Spider-Man. Like Andrew Garfield does like the quips and like talking shit to his villains and like robbers and stuff like that. I think better than anyone else, and like that's so comic book accurate, you know? Like that's so comic book accurate. But I'm trying to think, like I know there's like this scene in The Amazing Spider-Man where like, you know, Electro is like zapping the ground and Andrew Garfield like uses his web to like as like a lasso to like pull someone's hand from like the getting electrocuted. And I'd say like those action sequences were better done by like Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. Action sequences I think were better done in the Sam Raimi movies. I don't know, man. I don't know. But yeah, it's hard to say. Because like even Tom Holland's Spider-Man has some really good moments as Spider-Man. I think what's kind of interesting is like how often they try to like make comic book panels out of Tom Holland's Spider-Man. Like the panel is what's important to the people that have created. I think it's Watts, the director that did the first 3 Spider-Man movies was somebody Watts. Can't remember his first name. I could see that, but does nostalgia affect that? No, I think it has to do with like the cinematography of what Sam Raimi is doing, because when I love Andrew Garfield the way that he speaks as Spider-Man. Tobey Maguire does not make that real in our world, but like if you're talking about like Spider-Man, I guess what I'm thinking is like the action sequences, and I'd say like the battle on the wall where Doc Ock is like chomping up the building and like throwing parts of stuff at like Peter Parker, you know, Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. Those scenes were incredible. Like the train scene where Tobey Maguire is like exerting himself to like you know, like exhaustion and like the people like carry him and stuff like that. Like that Spider-Man is done really, really well. It's done really, really well. So maybe I think what I'm missing is like more context to the question, like because I think Andrew Garfield captures the personality of Spider-Man really well, whereas like Tobey Maguire, his Spider-Man seems to capture the heroism in his actions of Spider-Man. And then like Tom Holland, I think captures like the immersive story that Spider-Man has to tell. So there's some great things about all 3 of them, you know, like it's hard to pick. It's hard to say like this is what each Spider-Man, and after I see Spider-Man Brand New Day, I might have a different opinion. She's just waiting for the next Miles Morales movie. Prada? Wait, who's waiting for the next Miles Morales movie? Oh no, I don't know if I missed the chat. I've got live chat up, so if I missed one of your chats, I'm sorry. I don't know who you're talking about. Waiting for the next Miles Morales movie. Did I say something? I might have said something that has to do with that too. So my bad if I missed that. Oh, yeah, me just waiting for the next Miles Morales movie. Yo, for real. Yo, okay, yeah, and who does Spider-Man best? Yo, that the Spider-Verse series is incredible. Spider-Verse series is fucking amazing. Like, man, you cannot beat in the second movie when they're walking through like the multiverse like headquarters, right? And you see like all the villains that have been captured, and it's like video game villains, and like Donald Glover is sitting in there, and like there's like, shit from older games and shit from like newer games, and then like when they're talking about like the the canon event, or the like the Nexus event. 175 and 222 for me. Okay. 175 for Virgil. I've got you down. And then 222 for Virgil. Yo, I got you down, man. I've got you down. Okay. Yeah, we're working towards Necrotio's repetitive guess of 164 right now. And then we'll be working towards Prada's new guess today. Brand new guess today of 166. Yo, I hope we get this. I hope we get this shiny today. That'd be crazy. It's not like it doesn't feel possible, but it would be so insane if the RNG like gave us a green Mewtwo. Oh no shit, yo. Okay, Ko. So like right around my birthday, you and Star were going on your first date. There you go. There you go. There you go. I'm now a part of the Ko lore. There you go. To be honest, the first Miles movie was the first date I went on with Star. That's what Cobalt just said. Virgil popped in and said 175 and 222 for me. Yo, so thank you for the prediction. Yo, yeah, if you guys are watching and hanging out, yo, let me know if you have any predictions on when we're gonna get this Mewtwo. Right now, I only have 2 packs of cards, but I'll open up 2 packs of cards for you and send you the hits if we have any hits. I had a 3rd pack, and we opened it up after getting that shiny Articuno, and there was no hits in there. It was just like a holographic, like, Bouffalot, and it was not, I don't think there was any value to that card, but, it was kind of funny to get that, but, I'm okay. I'm good. We're good. So I think the hits are in these 2 packs anyway. These 2 packs have the hits. But GG's on your first date with Star. Going to see, the Spider-Verse across the Spider-Verse or into the Spider-Verse. Yo, Sony cooked with that movie. That was like one of the only Sony movies that like I consider to be like a great Spider-Man movie. Yo, like yeah. I mean, of this point in time is what I mean. Like out of like the Morbiuses, Jinx the Crafter. Good luck getting shiny Mewtwo. Hope it doesn't take too many encounters. Yo, thank you, Jinx the Crafter. Yo, welcome to Training Riolu. It's nice to meet you, and happy Friday. I'm happy you're here. Yeah, I hope it doesn't take too long to get Mewtwo, but yeah. So we got Moltres at 523. We got Zapdos at 2,542, and then we got the shiny Articuno at 1228. But I forgot to save, so we don't have Articuno on the party right now. I got to go and get that again. It's because everything is hand drawn. Yo, it's because so much detail went into that movie, dude. Cobalt, yo, everything is hand drawn, but like every different character represents a different style of artist and a different art. There's music. Yo, man, oh my God. That movie was a masterpiece. Chef's kiss to Across the Spider-Verse. I can't wait for the 3rd one to come out. It's interesting because in the comics, like, the Spider-Verse talks about this family of like vampires that kind of eat Spider-Man, right? Every universe is getting attacked, and Superior Spider-Man discovers it, but then he finds that there are Spider-Man like teams that are from other universes teamed up together to try and fight against this threat to Spider-Man. And then Morlun and his family are like eating Spider-Man in different multiverses. And so there's a hierarchy of lore that's brought to the Spider-Man universe in these awesome like comics, yeah, and we get to see like all kinds of like different multiverse comics, one shots of like what Peter Parker or like different versions of Peter Parker are like, and Oh my God, I love the Spider-Verse movies. Me too, Jinx. Yo, they're so amazing. So I'm trying to point out the difference between like how the comic books go versus like the spot, the spot threat that's happening for the multiverse. I think it's really well done, consolidated, but I hope it does go into kind of a bigger picture of like the lore of Spider-Man and like what the totems are and kind of that stuff, because the comics did this amazing thing to Spider-Man lore by creating like what totems are and like the web of destiny and like a bunch of cool stuff like that, and they're touching on it in the Spider-Verse movies. Yo, I am so excited to see how they end everything and what they're doing with Spot and what they're doing with like the spider, the spider like multiverse. Yo, I can't wait. I cannot wait to see what happens. There's some really good stories that happen in the comics with the Spider-Verse, and the movie is doing this really cool offshoot of what, like, it's very subliminally like tying in the comic, but like telling this other story that's really cool. It's really cool. Well animated, beautifully voice acted. Yo, incredibly told. Man, I love that Miles is like kind of the center and the focal point of the first movie, and then Gwen Stacy is kind of like narrating the second movie. So I cannot wait to see like what's happening with the Spider-Verse in the third movie. I can't wait. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. It's gonna be beautiful regardless. And yo, the soundtrack fucking kills. I don't know about you guys, but that soundtrack slaps so fucking hard in the Spider-Verse. Do you guys like the soundtrack in Across the Spider-Verse? Let me know, because yo, that shit was so good. I think it's time that we need to make a poll. So let me see. Let me come up with a cool. Okay, I got a good question. Since we're talking about Spider-Man, I'm gonna make a poll. Let me get this reset started. I'm gonna give you 4 options. All right. So you guys let me know who you choose, and I'm gonna come up with the best 4 options that I can possibly think of. Okay. I'm making a poll. Yeah, I love the soundtrack. Okay, yo, it's so good. Jinx, man, I sometimes I'll just like sit down and if I don't have anything going on and I want to listen to music, because for some reason I don't want to listen to music all the time, but like when I'm in a mood to listen to music, I will play that soundtrack over and over. Pay attention to the music in the Miles movies. Every character has their own soundtrack. Yeah, man, that's what I was just saying. Yeah, it's fucking incredible. Their own art style, their own soundtrack, their own like their own persona of what Spider-Man means to them. It's incredible. All right, but I've got a question for you. All right, what is the best? Okay, let me know. Let me get some options in here for you guys. Okay. Yo, I'm going to try and come up with like the best options that I can possibly think of. I've got two more things to add. Let's see. The poll is going to be, it's a mystery poll. Yo, I'm sorry. Sorry that it's a mystery poll. Okay. Oh, I guess we could do that. Yeah. Oh, instead of Spot, I'm going to go Mr. Negative. That's actually an interesting, I'm curious to see what you guys say. Okay, and then, all right, I got to come up with a good, solid last option. Oh, obviously. Okay, my bad. I didn't put that first. Obviously. Okay, there we go. All right, who is Spider-Man's best villain? There you go. There's the poll. Who is Spider-Man's best villain? All right, I gave you 4 options. Unfortunately, there's not enough room for any more options, and because there's other options that are really good options in there too. But I got you in there. I got you guys in there. Yo, there you go. All right, Necrotio, we're at 164. This is your prediction, and so hopefully we can get. Yo, it'd be incredible and like super fortunate if we could get the shiny right now. Yo, that would be awesome. Yo, what kind of RNG is would it be possible to get the shiny right now? That would be insane. Okay. Yeah, so there is a poll in the chat. All right. So yeah, feel free to vote in the poll. I'll have that up for like before I end stream, and I'll end the poll before I end stream. So we're gonna be going until I get to 300 resets, and that I'll end the poll around there. So yeah, I'll try and mention the poll and let you guys vote. I think it pops up for you in chat like right off the bat. Like I think it pops up automatically. So if you haven't voted, yo, vote in the poll, and I think that brings chat back to normal. I think that's how it works. Hell yeah. Okay. Man, like there's so many good options of Spider-Man villains. Like I was thinking about, instead of saying Venom, like saying Carnage, because like, man, like they stepped up their game with Carnage. But yo, Venom is like, I think, easier to recognize, easier to sell, as like merchandise. So I stuck with Venom. And then like, yo, the Green Goblin, I was like, oh, obviously, you know what I mean? But like, there's Mysterio, which I wanted to put on there, and thought there's the Rhino, the rhinoceros dude. Yo, that guy's pretty crazy. There's like, the Vulture and the Scorpion and the Prowler, and like, yo, there's so many Spider-Man villains that, yo, it's amazing. Like Spider-Man has a huge rogues gallery, and it's so good. I'm wanting to get my kids a small TV with a VCR and get a bunch of VCR tapes. Yo, that'd be funny, because like nobody would know what they were talking about. They'd go to school and be like, yeah, the VHS of Disney's, Aladdin. Have you seen that? My favorite villain is the Spot. Yo, okay, there you go. That's what's up, Jinx. That might be why, like, the Spider-Verse resonates so well with you. But yo, I was thinking about, like, do I do Mr. Negative or do I do the Spot? Like they kind of like came around the same time, I think, in their creation, or like in their popularity, I should say. Because I think the Spot's been around forever. I think the Spot's been around since like the 70s. But I think Mr. Negative was recently created. But like they were both popularized by the movie and by the Spider-Man game. So I was like, oh, let me put this one in here. Yo, the Spot's a good one. I like the voice actor for who played the Spot. I thought he was like super quirky and goofy, and it was like perfect for that character. Like there's, like if your power is like having like voids of like spots on all over your body, yo, that does feel like super awkward, right? Like there's a super quirk to it. But yo, he's in the movie, he's like powering up to like this like omega leveled like superpower. Yo, it's crazy. I'm excited to see what happens, because right, like you appeal to his better nature. That's probably how things end, is like you're reasoned with, and you find and you have an understanding of what your emotions are, and then you like back down from destroying all the multiverses. Yo, that's probably how that goes. I don't know, but I could be wrong. I could be very, very wrong. Okay, Necrotio, we did not get your shiny at 164. Prada, I didn't get your shiny at 166, and Father Elmo, I did not get your shiny at 167. I'm sorry, no shinies in up till now. You know, like we didn't get it, but on this, not this one, but on the next one, there's a prediction for 169 from Father Elmo. Yo, Jinx, do you have any predictions on when we get this shiny Mewtwo? If I land the shiny on your prediction, I'll open up a couple packs of cards, and I will send you any hits that we get. So that's what's going on with these shiny hunts. Yo, it's been a lot of fun. We did land on somebody's prediction for Zapdos, and she opted to like hand the cards off to somebody who another way. Like how else are we gonna get these cards? You know, like what's the word? Like, you know, somebody's choosing to have the cards. So we just like put the cards up for like a chat battles that we did last time. And what are the odds? 1 in 1,365. Jinx asked, what are the odds for the shiny Mewtwo? I've got a shiny charm, and that matters. And then with these legendary hunts, typically the odds are like 1 in 4,000. But with the shiny charm, it brings the odds down to 1 in 1,365. There you go. No need for sending the cards. Okay, yeah. There's been a few people opting out, but Aubrey, let us know to send it to somebody else, and so we were able to give the cards away during like some chat battles, and so I sent off the package yesterday. Yo, there we go. We sent out the package yesterday, and hopefully next week, Virgil, will be getting those cards because he won every battle that he did in chat battles, and so he won the most battles, and we sent him off the cards. So there we go. That's how that worked. Maybe encounter number 400. Okay. All right, yo, awesome. Jinx, I've got you down for 400. Hell yeah. Thanks for the prediction. Appreciate it. And you're welcome to guess like 3 predictions per stream or so. You know what I mean? Like sometimes I'll do like 200 resets like we're doing today. We're going to do 200 resets, but most of the people that have made predictions that are reoccurring and stuff like that, I've got down like 3 of their predictions, and it will go to 6. It's going to double because we're doing 200 resets. So that's pretty sick. That's kind of a good amount, like a reasonable amount. And you're not taking like every 10th, Pokemon. You're not getting a chance every 10 resets. So I think that's kind of, pick a number. Like I have 98, so all 98s are mine. Yeah, 198, 298, 398, etc. Yeah, if I didn't explain that very well, I'm sorry. But yeah, you can have reoccurring numbers, and you're welcome to pick a few reoccurring numbers if you want to. So like Cobalt only has 98, but like Necrotio asked, or Aubrey asked for 42s, 42s, 73s, and 89s. So like every third version of that will be her prediction. So yeah, you can have reoccurring predictions as well. But yeah, if I land the shiny on your prediction, I'll open up a pack of cards, and you can decide what to do with the prize. It's okay? Yeah, okay, all right, yeah. I really enjoyed talking about the Spider-Verse. With Spider-Man Brand New Day out, I'm actually really excited to see what's going to happen with the Punisher, because like where we left off, Frank Castle was in a bad state. We were watching W Talking Riolu. Thanks, Co. Sometimes it just keeps going. But yeah, Frank Castle's Punisher had like the special presentation on Disney Plus, and like, man, that was emotional, and it was action packed, and it was like, it left off on what I consider like kind of like a cliffhanger. I thought there was going to be more to the special presentation, but like when it ended, I was like, where's it go? Where are you going? Like what happened? So yo, I'm really looking forward to seeing you know, Punisher in Brand New Day, because who knows what's gonna happen, you know, like with his character. So you know, I are you guys, have you seen Brand New Day, or are you going to see Brand New Day this weekend? I don't know if I'll be able to, but I'm gonna try. I know I'll be streaming tomorrow, and I'll be streaming on Sunday, but it could be a 2-hour stream or a 4-hour stream, depending on how far we want to go with the resets on Mewtwo. But oh, actually tomorrow is the 1st, so I'll be doing stream reactions tomorrow. There you go. What's your favorite Pokemon character? N. N is my top favorite trainer. Yo, I love N. He can speak to Pokemon. There's like, he was like kind of like groomed to be kind of like this prince character, and you get to see like his arc of like coming into his own, and I love that character, man. That's my favorite trainer. And then my second favorite trainer is Marnie. I just think it's a good character design. I think she's a, you know, waifu material or whatever. But yeah, there you go. I saw it. You want spoilers? Not exactly. Yo, yeah. Yo, not exactly. No, I'm good on spoilers. But yo, if you did see it, do you have like a review? If you did see it, did you like the movie? You might be kidding. You said I'm kidding, but I don't know if you're kidding about like the spoilers or if you're kidding about seeing it. Okay, Virgil, we are at 175 right now. This is your prediction. Let's see if we can get the shiny. Let's go. Yeah. Yo, if anybody saw Spider-Man Brand New Day, and you wanna talk a little bit about it, let me know your favorite part, or let me know you know, like a spoiler-free review, just a quick review. My favorite Pokemon characters are Clement and Salon. Who's Salon? Yo, I might not know who that is. Okay, you haven't seen it. Okay, yo, you got me, dude. I was super excited. I was like, "Co, tell me more." Okay, you haven't seen it. Okay, yo. Okay, yo, are you going to see it this weekend, man? I'd like to see it this weekend, but I'm not sure if I'll have time. I know I am going to see the Odyssey soon. Like, I don't know if it's today or this weekend, but I am going to go see the Odyssey. I have plans to go see that with my roommate. Yo, we've been watching some real like amazing storytelling recently. There's been some great shows that are out there that are written like to like speak to the human experience, and like man, you know, like it's okay to make mistakes. Yeah, it is okay to like go through life. You have to learn from your mistakes, and what's amazing is when you get to the conclusion of finding yourself and your authenticity. That's kind of like what almost everything we've been watching recently has like been about, and it's been really awesome. Nah, Star and I really like to watch movies at home now. Oh, okay, hell yeah. Let alone finding a babysitter is difficult. Okay, yo, Cole, if I was there, man, I'd offer to watch the kiddos so that you and Star could get out of the house. Yo, you know, that's valuable and important. You know, that's good to do. One of the gym leaders from Pokemon Black and White pronounced Cylon. Okay, yo, I'm trying to remember. Black and White, like, Unova is like my favorite region, and I'm not picturing this character. Cylon. Let me look him up real quick. W Uncle TR? Hell yeah. Yeah, it's important to, you know, sometimes it's important to get out. Cylon and Unova. Oh, okay, yeah, one of the brothers. Yeah. Okay, yo, all right, yo. Okay, so yeah, I think for me, I like put these guys out of my head, And then I think their little brother is in the Unova Academy. Yeah. Okay. So here's my hot take about, and not that you asked for it. You probably don't care, but I'm gonna share with you since you're new. Like one of the things that's kind of like ever continuing on training Riolu. I have a hot take about Unova. I think I have a love and hate relationship with it. I love the story. I love the region. I love Reshiram and Victini. I love N. Like there's so much about that game that I do love, but I feel like the designs of the Pokemon was like a slap in the face to America, because it was like the designers of the Pokemon just decided that every design had to look like it was a Muppet. So with Unova, you start the dex and there's like, 200 new Pokemon, and that's the dex. There's not like a return to a lot of other Pokemon. It's like every Pokemon in Unova is a Unovan Pokemon. And so, and every Pokemon looks like it's a Muppet. And I felt like that was a slap in the face to being American from the designers of Pokemon. Like Game Freak was like, oh, Americans like Muppets. So that's my take. That's my hot take on Unova. And that's the only thing that I don't like about Pokemon Black and White or Black and White 2. But everything else I love. Sincerely, every part of that game I absolutely love. But I did, for whatever reason, I think that did strange things to like how I remember the game, because like for instance, like Cylon, like Cylon and his two brothers, I put them out of my head because all the monkeys, the Pansage, Panseer, and Panpour, they all look like Muppets, and I just can't like appreciate that in the way that I probably might be able to now. When I played the game, I was just so furious about it that I think now it's fine. I'm used to like the way Timber looks, and honestly, like it would be fire if they actually made like a Muppets Pokemon thing for Unova. Like I think it'd be great, like a human, Muppet like Unova like crossover for Muppets. I think it'd be fantastic. But that was the one thing that I didn't like about the game when I played it. I think I'm fine with it now. But yeah, that's my hot take on Unova. That's my. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that they made Muppety looking Pokemon? Look at the decks. Go to like the decks and look at Unova's decks and check it out. Okay, be right back. Got work. Okay. GG's Co. Yeah, Jinx. I don't know about you, but look at Unova's decks and just like if you could picture them like made out of felt, then they look like Muppets, and that's what I had an issue with. But yeah, it's hella funny, man. Thinking back on it now, it's like it's such a non-issue and it's such a silly take, but I appreciate it. Everybody has to grow. That's what Training Real is all about. Getting training to evolve. We got to evolve into our best forms. But yeah, if you couldn't tell either, my favorite Pokemon is Lucario. I'm a big fan. Big fan of Lucario. But yeah, N is my favorite trainer, and then Marnie's my second favorite trainer. But her Scottish accent is what got me, I think. Like her team is great, like I like Marnie as a trainer, but like I think more so I've appreciated her design, like with the goth looking chick, and she's got like a buzz, So yeah, she's got a cool design. I think she's a pretty awesome trainer. Okay. Yeah, I have a feeling we might not get the shiny Mewtwo today. My favorite Pokemon are Gengar and Dragapult. Oh, yo, Dragapult's awesome. It's funny, somebody named it, like, we did this playthrough of Pokemon Sword, and somebody nicknamed our Dragapult, like, Yeet the Baby. Oh my god, we had a Dragapult called Yeet the Baby, and I felt so bad because I love Dragapult, you know? You got that ghost dragon type pseudo-legendary Pokemon. That is so sick, dude. But yeah, Gengar is pretty amazing too. Hell yeah. W's for the ghosties. Jinx, I love that your favorite Pokemon are both ghost Pokemon. That's awesome. You didn't know? Okay, yeah. Jinx said, I didn't really notice that before, but I see what you mean. Yeah, like while I was playing the game, I was kind of like hyper fixated on it. But, you know, I think what alleviated a lot of that, like, frustration initially was I got a shiny Audino because I played Pokemon White, and my brother played Pokemon Black. I was able to get a shiny Audino in, like, the shaking bush, and, like, that made the experience of playing that game so incredible because I got to have that Audino throughout my whole playthrough. Shout out to Yeet the Baby. Yo, thank you, Prada. Yo, you're a real one. Yo, Yeet the Baby is a real one. Yo, you too, Prada. You're a real one too. Yo, for real though, shout out to Yeet the Baby. That Pokemon didn't get the comeuppance that it deserved. You guys definitely chose to like have other Pokemon on the team, and that's totally cool. But yo, I really had a lot of hopes and my dreams for Yeet the Baby. So maybe one day Yeet the Baby can make a comeback. Maybe Yeet the Baby can grow into a Dragapult and be powerful, you know? Right now I think it's still a Dreepy. A Yeepy Dreepy. So yeah. W's and shout out to Yeet the Baby. Good call, Prada. I really wish I could play the black and white games, but I don't have the game or anything to play it on. Oh, okay. Prada de Sable. Yeah. Prada de Sable actually made it all the way to Leon. Prada made it all the way through. Yeah. I wouldn't have it any other way. I would have kept pestering chat to like bring Sable back onto the team if you weren't there in the chat. So yeah, there's been a few times where I was like, I know Prada's gonna want to see Sable in there. But yeah, Sable was able to evolve into an Inteleon, and we brought it all the way to Leon. So hell yeah, W's for Prada. But yeah, Jinx, I don't know like what's in your town or like what accesses you have to like getting a DS. I think you can probably buy one online. Oh, yeah, there you go. Prada said you can download an emulator to play it on your computer or phone. Yeah, that's something I would recommend being careful with. I know I will be. But Prada, do you know like an emulator? Do you know an emulator that we could like that's safe? Andalyn, hey, welcome to the chat. Happy Friday, Andalyn. I'm happy you're here. I hope your puppy's feeling healthy and whole. And happy, healthy, and whole, But I'm glad to see you, Andalyn. And it's almost the weekend. It's Friday, baby. We made it to the weekend. We are almost there. But yeah. Prada or anybody in chat, if you guys know like of an emulator, and you have any suggestions, let me know. My dog is feeling a lot better now. Okay, yeah. Okay, good. I'm glad your dog's feeling better. I hope you're feeling better too. Andalyn, W's for a healthy dog. Okay. I forgot the one that I played on, but I downloaded it and it played Black 2 just fine. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I might want some help with something like that eventually. That way we can play some older Pokemon games and I don't have like equipment to play certain games on the computer, but I know that there's like a cartridge reader that you can get, and I saw this. I've been watching this YouTuber named Nick's Fire or Fire Nick. I can't remember which one it is, but he has this card reader, and he has like a program that is allowing him to play like 6 save files at a time. And so he's like shiny hunting on 6 save files, and it is so cool. It is so cool to see, because like all he does is walk up. Yeah, we got shiny Articuno. And we don't have it in the party anymore. I was an idiot and didn't save it, but we got the shiny at 12:28. So I didn't save Articuno after we got the shiny, and so we're moving on to Mewtwo, but I will go back and get the shiny Articuno. I don't know if you guys want to rewatch that or watch that again, but let me know. Let me know if you guys want to watch me hunt Articuno again. But I blew it. We got the shiny at 12:28, and I blew it and didn't keep it. I didn't save it to my game cartridge. So yo, my bad. I blew it. But yeah, 12:28. That's pretty good. It was kind of like a nice in between of Moltres and Zapdos, and so Articuno was like, it was beautiful. It was like just like the trio, you know, like Moltres had the littlest amount, Zapdos had the biggest amount, and Articuno was beautiful, like right in between. Yo, it was like the 3 bears, you know. But yeah, we did get shiny Articuno. Yeah, it was yo. I need to watch back the stream and see how it went. Congratulations, and sorry that happened. Yeah, isn't that funny? What if it's like, you did it. You did it. Sorry that you did it that way. Yeah. But we won't mess up Mewtwo, so I'll learn my lesson. I'll learn my lesson. Today I'm gonna go to 300 resets. So we're gonna pump through and get to 300 resets. But yo, I'm so happy you guys are here. Prada, I'm so happy you're here. Yo, when are you gonna be doing the Ash Wednesday stream? Because I haven't seen any like notifications from Twitch that you're going live. So if I've missed any lives, I'm so sorry. And you're welcome to share any of your live streams to the self promo in the Discord. I would love to join you when you're streaming. But I have been following a lot of streamers recently because of the like the community that Cobalt has introduced me to. There's a lot of up and coming like streamers and people playing different games on their channels, and it's been a lot of fun, like supporting, you know, newer YouTubers or people that are getting into YouTubing. So that's been awesome. Yeah, mistakes happen. Andolin said mistakes happen. Yeah, for real. Prada said Prada said I'm lazy. No, oh no. Okay. So you haven't streamed. I haven't missed a stream. Okay, yo, that's how I would prefer it. But like and you know, like, it's okay. You know, you stream when you want to. Like, that's what it's about, right? Do what you want. You know, it's all good. Yo, I don't know what's going on. So I'm looking at I'm thinking of streaming because of the Pokopia update. Yeah. To be fair, the Pokopia update came out and I immediately thought of you. Like, you must be playing that soon, yeah, or already started and hanging out in the underwater world. Yeah. You know, you might be putting some furniture down on the floor of the canal in the Vermilion City, you know, in where you meet Pikachu. Yeah, I can't remember what that place was called, but yeah, you might be able to go underwater now. I wonder if that's like Dewpider's ability that Ditto gets, because like it's just a bubble over his head. Yeah, next week I believe. Okay, yo, hell yeah. I do play other games besides Pokemon that are really fun to play. Yeah, Annalyn, what are you playing right now? What are you enjoying right now? And while you're thinking of that or answering that, what is your favorite game to play and revisit? Can't wait to meet the new Pokemon. Yeah. Yo, and Pikachu has like a cute little costume and stuff like that. Man, I wish that Pokopia did well on the channel, because we would have started that. We would have started Pokopia already if Pokopia did anything on the channel. It literally is like my worst performing series, and we spent so long playing that game. That sucks, man. It's bittersweet because I really enjoyed playing it. I had a lot of fun. You know, I got to the point of like building up these cool like castles and fortresses for the legendary Pokemon, and then you know, eventually we got to the point of like getting close to ending the decks, and the Pokemon weren't showing up, so I just moved on, and that was sad. That was the bitter part of it. Man, I miss that game though. I do miss Pokemon Pokopia. If you guys haven't played Pokemon Pokopia, yo, I'd recommend it. It was a lot of fun. Because like people say, oh, this is like an Animal Crossings or a Minecraft, and I'd heartily and respectfully disagree. It's not like a Minecraft, and it's not like Animal Crossings, because it definitely fits in the Pokemon game world. It fits for me in the Pokemon world. I play Rival Stars. It's a horse game. And I also play Wolf Quest 3. Sounds crazy awesome. Wolf Quest 3 sounds awesome. Rival Stars, a horse game. Okay, yo. So I had a friend when I was growing up. She loved horses, yo. It was awesome. I wonder if Rival Stars is anything like the horse games that she used to play on the PC. My friend lent me a really cool Pokemon PvP game called Pokken Tournament. Yo, hell yeah. It's a bit like Super Smash Bros. Yo, yeah, I've seen people playing Pokken. I haven't played Pokken myself, but they had like this really awesome like Shadow Mewtwo skin for Mewtwo. That shit was that was so cool. That was so cool. Yeah, Pokken seems like a fun game. And you could play as like Gengar and Lucario and Mewtwo, yo, and it's like, that game is pretty neat. I've never played it, but I've watched people play it, and I think it's a cool addition. Like, I feel like Pokken Tournament to me is like a better game than like Pokemon Unite. It's really fun. Yeah. Pokemon Unite is neat for like a tower defender. But yo, Pokemon, I feel like Pokemon could do with like more fighting games like Pokken Tournament, or something like a Street Fighter game with Pokemon. That'd be sick. That way you can use like Pichu and just stomp on a Giratina, you know? Like that would be sick. It's really fun. Yeah. Pokken Tournament looks so much like so much fun. I like Tekken, you know, like Tekken fighting games require a lot of like strategy and like moving around the board, and added like an element of 3D battle to fighting games that most fighting games didn't have at the time. And so now it's like combos and story and like graphics and people growing in that franchise. I can appreciate Tekken. But I really liked Pokken. When I was playing Wolf Quest, my wolf got stuck in a rock and it was some kind of glitch. Oh no. Yo, so Wolf Quest is like you get wolves? Okay, that's crazy. Oh, okay. Andalyn, you said Wolf Quest 3. and I thought of like a Castlevania game or like Doom. You know, like I was thinking, oh man, what is that game? There's a game that's a lot like Doom. That's like Wolfenstein. Wolfenstein. Oh no, maybe it's not Wolf. It's like Duke Nukem. It's kind of like along the lines that my thought went. But you're saying that you actually like get to hang out with wolves and stuff like that, and they can get stuck in rocks. Yo, what the heck is Wolf Quest 3? Yo, that game sounds awesome. I love wolves. Yeah. Yo, still lurking while I chill with the fam. Yo, thank you, Jay. Yo, I appreciate you being here. Yo, thank you so much, Jay. Hell yeah. Cobalt, we're at your prediction. I know you're at work, dude, but let's see if we can get that shiny. Let's get that green. No, we didn't get it. Okay. All right. So, for the time being, we're at 199, and we're gonna work through and go through another 100 resets. Let's get this chunk of Mewtwo knocked out. You know what I'm saying? Let's stomp on these resets, so that way we can get to a point where Mewtwo could show up shiny. But it's possible that Mewtwo shows up shiny today, but not very possible, right? Yo, Andolin, you got to tell me more about this Wolf Quest game, because so like my favorite animal is a fox, but yo, I love wolves. I love wolves. When I was a kid, I got to stay in Alaska with my grandparents for like for summer. So we stayed for like 3 months, and while we were there, we got to like meet huskies that like do the Iditarod and like see, like go to the zoo or go to museums and stuff like that. And Alaska has a ton of wolf centric things, which is, makes sense because wolves actually live up there and stuff like that. Yo, I loved wolves so much as a kid. I loved dinosaurs, wolves, animals. But I grew into appreciating foxes and like the symbolism of cunning and intelligence that has to do with foxes. And I feel like luck. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like foxes, to me at least, represent luck in a way. And I appreciate that. Okay. So, I know, Wyatt, you were here earlier and you predicted that we get the shiny at 200. I'm sorry, Wyatt, and I'm sorry, Virgil, but both of your predictions, we didn't get the shiny. Okay. So now we're kind of starting over. We're going towards Midnight's prediction of 202, and then we're gonna make our way through these predictions. Okay. So we got 202, 204, and 212. 202 and 204 are for Midnight, and then 212 is going to be for Hopper. Yo, there we go. You play as a wolf in the game. You can hunt elk, deer, and you can like find a mate and hunt together and mark territory, find dens and raise pups of your own. Yo, you can make your own pack. That's it's like a wolf simulator. That's awesome. I love that. Yo, did you guys ever play Sonic Adventure? Because like in Sonic Adventure they had like this like side game for like raising chows. Is Wolf Quest like Wildcraft? I used to play that game a lot. Oh, I've never played Wildcraft. Yo, if it's anything like the way that she described Wolf Quest, that sounds sick. Yo, I love like roller coaster tycoon. There was this game that I played a long time ago called Syndicate, and it was like these overworld like you're like your camera angle is from over the top of the things that you're building and you're playing. All right, Midnight, we're here at your prediction. Sonic Adventure 2 was one of my favorite games ever. Yo, Prada, fuck yeah, hell yeah. Actually, me too. So, okay, I have so much love for Pokemon, absolutely 100%, and it's absolutely modeled my life in ways that I can't replicate for any other game. But Sonic Adventure 2 and Sonic Adventure were like when the Dreamcast came out, I could not like forget anything about, like, I would sleep, have dreams. I would constantly like sit at home thinking about Sonic Adventure, and like I loved the Sonic Adventure games. No, this game on Wolf Quest, you have to buy it to play it. It's not like Wolf Simulator. You can play it on the computer. Oh, okay. Yo, Wolf Quest sounds amazing. Annalyn, Wolf Quest sounds amazing. But yo, Prada, yo, I'm with you on that. Sonic Adventure 2, I'd have to say in my lifetime, that's probably the game that I've been most excited about my entire, like, more than any other game. I think I've been excited about Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2 more than any other game I've been excited about. Like I think I'm obsessed with that game because like it doesn't, like, sometimes I'll just be sitting at home and be like, rolling around at the speed of sound, got no place to go, gotta follow my rainbow, keep running faster after every time. Yo, I was just like, it pops in my head like it's like an earworm. I love Sonic, man. And then like during the movie Sonic 3, yeah, they did that needle drop for Sonic Adventure 2 with like the Shadow and Sonic team up. Man, I was fucking like, losing my shit in my seat. I was so excited, man. I was losing my mind. I loved that. Yeah, man. Sonic Adventure 2 was amazing. But my point was, I really like the FNAF games. Hell yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's has like an amazing lore and a great community. And Matt Pat introduced me to FNAF, and I'm actually really happy that I was watching Game Theory and Matt Pat while he was theorizing about that, because what a cool community, man. Like, that game is awesome. But my point was, like, in Sonic Adventure, it's a realistic game. It's a beautiful game, like the real life kind of. Oh, okay. So Wolf Quest is like, has got like good graphics and like, the models are like 3D models and things along those lines. That's awesome. That's super cool. Okay, Midnight, we're at your prediction. Maybe we can get the shiny Mewtwo at 204. That'd be crazy. But okay. Yeah. My point about Sonic Adventure was that they have this Chow garden, right? You get to like hatch these eggs and raise these little baby chows into like the chows that they evolve into. And so you'd go through the Sonic the Hedgehog levels and find little animals from the robots that you destroy, or from the little blue boxes that you get the Chow garden key from, or like yeah. So you can get like special animals from each level if you find all 3 Chow boxes. The Chow garden is something that I wish Pokemon would do. I don't know if you guys would understand what I mean, but like, I feel like it could be done so much better now. But in Pokemon games, we've had like interactions with your Pokemon, like in X and Y, we had Poke-Me, and you could like, pet your buddy. You can pet your Pokemon and stuff like that. You can feed your Pokemon Poffins and stuff like that. But like, in Pokemon Sun and Moon, they had like the place where the islands that you can send your Pokemon to and stuff like that. And you could find Pokemon from Pokemon Islands and stuff like that. Yeah. And then like in Sword and Shield, they had like the camps that Pokemon could play around in and stuff like that. Scarlet and Violet had picnics, which it's like, it was like for me, Sword and Shield, I think, did that little buddy thing better because like, it's like you you're devolved to just sandwich making in Scarlet and Violet, and I feel like you could do a lot more in the camps that Sword and Shield did. So what I think that they could do and do much better is maybe make something along the lines of everything that you can do in the Chow Gardens. Because in the Chow Gardens, you start with your Chow, you bring like animals to like change your Chow and grow your Chow and get better stats for your Chow and stuff like that. And then like there was like a, you know, like a waterfall that you can go into and you can like compete with your Chows and stuff like that. And I feel like Pokemon could do something like that where you're your character and you interact with your Pokemon a lot more like personably, you know, like, you know, I think Legends EA kind of had some of that going on, but like not in a confined area or in like a special place for that. But like, you know, I think like Pokemon have personalities, and it would be cool to get to know Pokemon's personalities in a space like that. And you could do things like effort value train them or IV train them with like prizes from the things that you're doing out in the real world, in the world, you know? And like this would be a place that you would go to like build your Pokemon into like these things and have fun like competitions like as a side game or something like that. So yo, I think Pokemon could like serve from having something along the lines of something along the lines of a Chow Garden, or maybe more involved than Chow Garden or something like that. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? We have a fan now who loves wolves. Man, I love wolves too. Hell yeah. Yeah, wolves are where it's at. Yo, I grew up loving wolves as well. Just like it's a really cool dynamic in the animal kingdom. Wolves are really neat. They're beautiful creatures, and they're so like powerful and majestic. Like people, you know, have philosophies that like, you know, surround wolves, and there's been like storytelling about these creatures and you know, they're so impactful in our lives. So yeah, wolves are cool, man. I love wolves. But yeah, what do you guys think about, you know, so I made my point about the Sonic Adventure. I think that Chow Gardens do Pokemon a little bit better than Pokemon did. But I really like the Chow Gardens, and I don't know what you guys think about that comparison. I'd like to know what you guys think about that comparison. Okay. So we're at 209 right now. If once we make it to 212, we'll be at Hopper's prediction. Hopper today made a reoccurring prediction for all the 12s. So yo, that's awesome. We're gonna make it to 212 here. Oops. And then yeah, we'll see if we can land the shiny on Hopper's prediction. But yo, man, hella cool. Yo, we've had some pretty cool conversations today. I've been really enjoying stream today. Thank you guys for being here and hanging out with me and talking with me. Jinx, it's been awesome meeting you. Yo, I hope to see you more often. And yo, thank you for being here, guys. I'm really enjoying today's stream. We've had some conversations about Spider-Man and Into the Spider-Verse. We're talking about like who's the best who played the best Spider-Man? Man, what a hard question to answer. And then you know, like Andalyn, you're sharing like the games that you're playing outside of Pokemon, and Wolf Quest is like $30. Yo, I know like Training Riolu kind of has like the Pico Pals and stuff like that. And maybe someday we could get into like some sort of other journeys of video games that we play something along the lines of Wolf Quest. You know, that'd be kind of fun. But yeah, thank you guys for being here and bringing up things and talk. I just learned that Prada likes Sonic Adventure. Yo, man, that's got to be like hands down one of my favorite games growing up in my lifetime. Like, I was obsessed with that game. Yeah, yo, oh my gosh. If there's a way to play Sonic Adventure, I would do it. I would do it with you guys. We would grow our chow garden. Yo, that would be my jam, dude. I would love that. My bad? No. I'm not sure what you're apologizing for, Annalyn. You have nothing to apologize for. I think it's what I'm saying is I really enjoyed these conversations. You know, like this conversation. This has been really cool. It's cool getting to know you guys. I'm sorry. Yo, I don't know what I said. Yo, what did I say? What did I say, Andalyn? I'm sorry. Yo, I don't know what you're apologizing for. Please, you don't have anything to apologize for. I don't know what you're apologizing for. You're perfect. It's awesome. You're just messing with me? Oh my god. I was like, no, Andalyn. Oh my god. Okay, yo, you got me hella good. Okay, we're at Hopper's prediction. We're at 12-12. Maybe we can land this like miraculously land this shiny Mewtwo. Yo, how crazy would it be if we could get a shiny Mewtwo this early on? That would be insane. But yeah, I figured let's chuck through these resets and get these resets all out of the way, so that way we could get closer and closer to the shiny Mewtwo. But yeah, I might make some we might do some bigger streams, so that way we could just get through as many resets as we can while we're doing Mewtwo, and then get closer to the shiny. Yeah, I feel like this one's gonna be a tough one to get. It's gonna be a tough shiny to get. I think so. It's either gonna be that or like a really easy one to get. Really fun game to play with friends is Quiplash. Is that the new game with like the pilots and like an airplane that like crashes and stuff like that, and like you play it with friends and stuff like that? Is that what you're talking about, Jinx? Yo, it would be. Yeah, absolutely. Annalyn said it would be cool if the shiny was black. Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw that skin for Mewtwo on like Pokémon Tournament, but there's like a Shadow Mewtwo in Pokémon Tournament that has like this really cool like. No, it's like a joke game. Okay, yo, Quiplash is a joke game, like in Jackbox games. Oh, okay, yo, Jackbox games are awesome. I might know what you're talking about then, because I've watched people play Jackbox games, and it's like, you know, like a ton of different stuff all happening within like, you know, a session, you know, like you could play like quizzes or like challenging games and stuff like that. But they turned the poor thing green. Oh my goodness. I'll get the picture for you. Okay. Of Quiplash. Yeah, Shadow Mewtwo is part of the storyline. Yeah, in Pokémon Tournament. Yeah, I think you got that Mewtwo skin that's like Shadow Mewtwo, which is awesome because like it's in reference to like the Gale of Darkness Shadow Lugia. Here's what I've been thinking, guys, and I don't know what you guys would prefer, but I'm going to be doing a Nuzlocke next, and I was thinking about doing it on Leaf Green because I imagine most of you guys have Fire Red, but I wanted to do a Nuzlocke, and that could be done on like Brilliant Diamond. It could be done on like Sword and Shield. It could be done in Scarlet and Violet. Like we could do a Nuzlocke in any game, and I'm down to play on any game on the Switch. So if you guys have an idea of like what Nuzlocke you guys would want to watch and be a part of, let me know. It's Joker Mewtwo. It's Joker Mewtwo. Yeah. Why so serious? Yeah. Oh man, who would Pokemon Batman be? Who would Pokemon Batman be? if Mewtwo is the Joker. Yeah, that's not yo, you would not want Mewtwo having the mentality of a Joker. Yo, the Joker. Yo, no thanks. I would not want to be in a Gotham City or live in Gotham City most times. But yo, if Mewtwo was the Joker, oh man, game over. But yo, I appreciate the Joker reference. That's hella funny. Never considered shiny Mewtwo to look like the Joker before. That's fucking hilarious. Yeah, I feel like the Pokken story like introduces like a shadow Mewtwo, and there's like orange on him, and like the black like it's like a glossy black color. Yo, it looks awesome. But then like I know like Pokemon Go has a Shadow Mewtwo, and it's just like the Shadow Aura, which I think like the games like Colosseum and Gale of Darkness all had like those shadow Pokemon, and they were going towards a storyline, I think from the show, right? Like they had shadow Pokemon in the show at one point, and they haven't done anything really since in the main series games with shadow Pokemon. I haven't played a Pokemon Nuzlocke before. Which game do you recommend out of these? Arceus. Oh, that'd be interesting to see. ZA, Scarlet, Shield, or Let's Go Eevee. Interesting. Yeah, dude. Yo, Jinx. I think out of those, yo, like with most Nuzlocke rules, I think it's easiest to go with like a Let's Go Eevee, because you can meet Pokemon on different routes, and it's organized in the way that like you go through and get to gym leaders and stuff like that. And so it's probably as far as a Nuzlocke go. Cobalt said it's in general chat for you. W Gray Mod. Yo, okay, yo, Cobalt. Well, I'll get that changed for you, man. Yeah, let me. Cobalt, let me ask you right now, and in all sincerity, would you like to be? Yeah, there it is. Yo, would you like to be my mod? I think Cobalt. I think Cobalt has asked before, but I didn't know. You know, I didn't understand like the role of a moderator, but I'd be okay. You know, I think with the things that Ko has done for his community and the things that he's promoting in his channels, and I think we align in a lot of our values. But yo, let me ask you on live stream, like I've been considering it, and I know you've been calling yourself Gray Mod. How about would you be interested in being a moderator on my channel, Cobalt? I think it would be awesome to have you as a moderator. No, I'm a Gray Mod. Okay, all right, declined. All right, there we go. No problem. All right, I'm trying to share Discord, but first, oh, there it is. Okay, so there it is. This is the Shadow Mewtwo from Pokken. There you go. That's pretty cool looking. That's crazy. Yo, with the gray on the belly, and like this is awesome. Where's his tail though? You don't. Oh, there it is. It goes up to that orange, and then like there's that orange up here too. Yo, okay. Hell yeah. W's Shadow Mewtwo. There you go. I would be, to be honest, yes. However, don't want to be pushy. Okay. All right. I think that was the real answer. Okay, there we go. Let me see if this is a thing. Sorry, I'm reading this out loud. Am I reading it out loud? Ah! Okay. There we go. Dang, that's crazy. All right, guys. Yo, I got my first moderator on the channel. Yo, thank you so much, Cobalt. Yo, I appreciate you. Okay, sorry about that. Wait, I was trying to read and make sure I didn't even read it out loud like I was saying. We could talk off stream. Yo, yeah, okay, there we go. Now we've got a blue moderator in the channel. There's two other people I've been considering. I know Father Elmo does some moderating, and Necrotio is somebody else that I've been considering as a moderator. But you know, if you guys have any interest of being a moderator on this channel, let me know. Let me know. The thing is, and Cobalt and I have had a conversation about this off stream, and also I've been in Cobalt's community where he is like, you know, helping out other YouTubers, and on his channel, like, he's added me as a moderator, and so we've had like a conversation off stream about like kind of around expectations of what a moderator could do and stuff like that. Okay, yo, Annalyn's gonna take her dog outside real quick. Hell yeah. So yeah, so this has gone into some consideration, and yo, you brought up the gray mod. Yo, okay, so there it is. We've got a real blue moderator on the channel. Mackenzie asked, what is a moderator? Yo, yeah. So like, basically, you know, Cobalt's been coming in, asking everybody to like leave likes and subscribe if you're new and stuff like that, which has been awesome. And then, but mainly like understanding the vibe of the chat and understanding like, you know, the values of the creator. And so like promoting that as well. So basically, you know, like, Cobalt is there to make sure that the chat aligns with the values of the community. And so I think that Cobalt is responsible enough to do that and capable and can see where those values align. And that's why, you know, like after you brought up the, you know, the gray mod, you know, like I've been considering like adding Cobalt as a moderator regardless. So, so yo, we have our first moderator. Initially, my thoughts around moderation was like, you know, a paid position. But I've noticed that in a lot of communities, the moderators are just there because they want to be. So I'm only good at being banned, unfortunately. Okay, yo, Prada. Yo, I don't know what experience you've had, but you are a valued member of the community here at Training Riolu. So I would hope that nobody ever bans you, because you bring a lot to the channel. Yo, Prada, I'm sorry that you've ever been banned. Okay, or technically until you find someone you truly trust, I can help with commands and stuff if need be. I'll be back. I need to take my dog outside real quick. Okay. W goat. Yeah, yo. Well, you're welcome to the moderation family, Cobalt. I'll make a, you know, I'll start a chat for when we get more moderators. Prada, if you want to be a moderator, you know, eventually let me know. Also, can I make fan art of Riolu on your PFP? I'm trying to practice drawing stuff. Hell yeah. Jinx, I have my Discord pinned to the chat. I don't know if you have Discord, but you're welcome to join. Right now, it's not like a membership thing, but you're welcome to join the Discord. I think when I become partners with YouTube, anybody who like joins the channel as a member, I'll be sending them the Discord so that they can join if they want to. But right now, anybody helping me build the community and helping me grow the channel, you're welcome to the Discord so that you have access to like talk to me at any point in time, really. I try to be pretty active on the Discord, but I will at least let you know, like, you know, what's going on for my day, and you know when I'm planning on streaming. And we've done some cool things like watch parties. We've got like a Pokemon adventure in there. There's an art channel. There's a music channel now, and then there's a stream reactions page, which on tomorrow on the 1st I'm going to be doing stream reactions. And you're welcome to post in there. So, yo, yeah, feel free to join the Discord. If you guys are watching and you're interested, you're welcome to join the Discord. I was begged to be timed out. What? Yeah. It's like, please time. Yo, somebody was doing that in Nick's chat the other night. Like, please time me out. I guess it would be interesting to know what it looks like. I guess maybe that's why people want to be timed out. I'm not sure. I get it. Discord after party goes crazy. Yeah, it can. It has. We've had some pretty fun conversations after in Discord. Yo, hell yeah. I'm better with Discord mod stuff, building servers and technicals. Yo, that's fucking awesome, Prada. That's so valuable. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like I started Discord when I started this channel, and so I'd say that I'm still fairly new to Discord, but it is so expansive. Everything that you can do in Discord, it's crazy. Oh, the people got it from you? Yeah. They're like, yo, ban me. Oh shit! I forgot to skip the cutscene. Okay, sometimes it's nice to see Mewtwo, doing his thing. Sometimes it's nice. Okay. Virgil, we just passed 222. Unfortunately, I did not get the shiny on 222. I'm so sorry, man. But we're making our way to 232 right now. That's, I think, the next prediction. Yeah. That's what it looks like. I can post it on YouTube once I'm finished, because I only use Discord to chat to in real life friends. No worries. That's awesome. Cobalt says I've built 2 servers, mine and Nick's. Hell yeah. W shit. Wait. W shit. What? Yo, it's crazy seeing Cobalt's chats now, because he's got that that shield up there. All right, yo, thank you, Cobalt. I appreciate you, man. Do you know what's going on with YouTube right now though? Like, cause this stream has had 120 views, and like the concurrent viewers is at like 13, and I don't know how real that is, cause chat, we've had Andalin, Prada, Cobalt, and I know Jay is here. So like there's a handful of people that I'm pretty certain are here, but the current viewers show 13, and it's been pretty steady at like over 10, and I'm not sure. I don't know. Yesterday we had like 140 views on the stream, and it didn't seem like to like equal like what was happening in chat. So I don't know if that's realistic, but yo, if there really are people here watch that many people watching the stream, yo, thank you for being here, and yo, I really appreciate you guys hanging out and watching this Mewtwo hunt. Thank you. Yo, we got to get through these resets so that way we can get to a point where Mewtwo can show up shiny. You know what I mean? But it really helps if you guys want to chat and talk about some cool stuff, and let me know. Like, one of my favorite things about this channel is like how supportive the community is. So, yo, if there's anything you guys are working on in your life and you're excited about, yo, please share it in the chat. Because, I am so stoked. There's people going to school, and thanks for the subscribe. Yo, hell yeah. Thanks for the subscribe. Yo, that's awesome too. Andalin, welcome back. I'm happy you're back. I'm glad your dog's feeling better and excited to go outside and stuff. Yeah, hell yeah. But yeah, if you're filling up to it and you wanna hop in the chat, yo, share with me something that you're excited about. Because this community has been so supportive, and it's been so cool, like with everything that everybody's doing in their lives. I love to see it. So yeah, let me know if you're excited to share something that you're excited about in your life. Let me know. Yo, I'm hell yeah. I want to rock out with you on what you're excited about. Let's live vicariously through each other. Yeah. The channel's going to grow. You guys get to live vicariously through that. And then whatever's going on in your worlds, yo, I'm excited for that too. Hell yeah. W support for the community, And I guess, what the other day, I was fortunate enough, a couple weeks ago, I was fortunate enough to be a part of a stream that was raising funds for St. Jude. That was super cool. Yo, a milestone for in my life, you know, being a part of like charity. Every charity event that I've been a part of has been a milestone in my life. Yo, raising funds for St. Jude. It was fun. It was amazing. Bolts did an awesome job like hosting that. It was super, super cool. And then recently there was somebody who was streaming Nick's Fire, I think is his YouTuber name. He was having like a stream celebrating 1 year of sobriety. And man, it was amazing to be in that chat and in that I would do Discord, but I don't have a microphone. Oh, okay. Yeah. Andalin, I don't think you have to like be a part of like you don't have to have a microphone to be on Discord. Like it is definitely a way of like using like another outlet to like communicate with people verbally. There's like general calls and stuff like that. But basically like your Discord servers and there's like chat messages that you can have, like you organize it the way that you want it to be. But like yeah, if you're part of a server, there's typically like different channels that are set up for like threads of conversation. And it's just kind of like a social media platform that you would normally use like Facebook or like Instagram or like maybe Snapchat or however you're used to like communicating with friends and people. So like I think I normally use the general chat with my Discord. Cobalt said I can vouch. That's that TR reads all the messages in Discord. I do. I do. And I try to give you know, like rock on symbols and fox emojis and stuff like that. Yeah, you don't need a microphone. You can just send messages. Yeah. I think what you're referring to though is like there is a general call and it's possible to use like a microphone and use your phone and stuff like that to speak with people, but it's not a part of Discord that you have to use. So I know I've used it, but I think I use it rarely in comparison to how often I use like the general chat and just like type in things and post. I'll just text send. Yeah, perfect. Exactly. That's how I mostly use Discord. I have numerous people who join voice chat and just sit and listen, or they also text. All voice chats have a place. Yeah. All voice chats have a place where you can message too. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. Father Elmo does not get on the phone or on the mic part of any Discord calls that we've been in, but he's joined calls so that way he can like hear things as they're happening versus like sometimes with the delay that YouTube has or like Yeah. So like he'll be in the conversation to listen, and he'll use the chat feature in the general call to like chat people and stuff like that. So yeah. Discord's really neat. It's comprehensive, and like you can like do so much in Discord. You can like do coding in Discord. And have it be that complicated, or it could be like another social media platform, like where you're just posting and talking with and hanging out with the people that you have in your group. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I want to hear Elmo's voice. Okay. All right. I don't know what it sounds like. Right. Like, I don't know what it sounds like, but I'd imagine like the way that I picture it probably sounds like this. All right. So, Father Elmo, if you're here, I hope this is not offensive or anything like that, but this is what I imagine Father Elmo's voice sounds like. Hey guys, welcome to Father Elmo's world. You know what I mean? It's like Elmo, you know, like it would just be Elmo, but like Elmo's father, you know, like, hey guys. That's there you go. That's my thoughts about Father Elmo's voice. Or it'd be the like complete opposite. It'd be like, hey guys, what's going on? There you go. All right. We just passed 32. 32 was Necrocio's prediction, and unfortunately, we didn't get 232. So we're working our way to 442, which is Aubrey's prediction. Elmo's voice, but in Spanish. Yeah, exactly. It's like, te quiero. Like, te quiero Taco Bell. Yeah, I don't know what. I want Taco Bell, or you want Taco Bell? Te quiero. Te quiero. You want Taco Bell. There you go. Yeah, there's Father Elmo's, like, that's the only way I get to picture Father Elmo's voice. As like Elmo. That was a terrible impression of Elmo. Oh Lord, I don't even have Discord? I'll download it real quick. Okay, yo. W Zandalin. Yo, it'd be awesome to have you in the server. That'd be awesome to have you in the server. Dang, man. Yo. I always want Taco Bell. Yeah, even with this, like, the lettuce issue, like, Taco Bell, that was so funny, man. I was watching the news around the lettuce thing, and like Taco Bell was like, yo, it might have been us. There was no science around it or proof that Taco Bell like spread the diarrhea lettuce thing. And Taco Bell like raised their hands. They're like, that could have been us. Sorry, guys. And that shit was hella funny. But eventually, like, the tracing of where this, it's not a parasite. It's not a bacteria either. It's not a parasite, is it? The trace of back where the diarrhea thing came from was like Taylor Farms for a little while, and I don't know if that's the case anymore. So like I know that they're studying is it a parasite? They're studying to find out like where this spawned from, but it was like this mysterious thing. When it first started, like it was this mysterious spreading of diarrhea across America. Only America, which is interesting. But then while that was happening, it was just a mystery. Taco Bell was like, yo, that could have been us. Sorry, guys. So that was fucking hilarious to see that in the news, Like I was like, I don't go to the news to get like good news, but that was probably the funniest thing that I've seen happen in the news recently. So there you go. The Taco Bell stood up when no other restaurant would. The altruism of Taco Bell stood up when we wanted to know where this diarrhea pandemic came from. There we go. GG's Taco Bell. You're real ones for that. Oh no. There we go. Okay. 237. We're working our way to 242. Okay. Virgil, I know you guessed 222. If you have any other predictions for the 200s, let me know. I know you like to go like one at a time. We went through 200 and we went through 222, and I know you don't typically have like a reoccurring prediction, but if you want another one in the 200s, let me know. But today, for the 200s, Aubrey has a prediction of 42s. Necrocio has a prediction of 64s. Virgil has all the 67s. Okay, we'll get to your 267, Virgil. I misread that. Father Elmo has a prediction of 69s. Aubrey has a predictions of 73s and 89s. And then Cobalt has 98s and what? What? What did I do? I was going to the shop. Okay. Kobold has a prediction of the 98s, and those are the predictions that we have for 200. There we go. So that's what's coming up. Hopefully, if we do get the shiny today, hopefully we land on somebody's prediction. But I'm going to open up these 2 packs of cards if we land on your prediction, and I could send you any of the hits we get. And I think just based on the cards that we opened from this box, I have a feeling that these 2 packs might have a pretty good hit inside of them. I'm just thinking, because like we opened up 3 packs from Zapdos, and we got a Gyarados EX, and that was pretty much it. There was a full art fighting energy, and that was kind of cool. It was like a hollow full art fighting energy, but those were the only 2 hits that we've gotten from these packs. So I have a feeling that one of these packs is probably going to be lucky. I think we're going to get a pretty decent hit out of one of these packs. So that's just, conjecture. It's my speculation. And it's just based on I think that box probably has some pretty good stuff in it, and we just haven't opened it yet. So there we go. Okay, 239. Let's see. And yeah, make sure I'm not missing anything else. Okay, cool. Yeah, we're looking good. We're looking good. Yo, man, what are you guys doing this weekend? Tomorrow I'm going to be doing, tomorrow is the 1st of August. So I'm going to be doing the stream reaction stream. And so, if you're in the Discord, feel free to post stream reaction material, like any memes that you guys are enjoying, any videos that you guys, got a good laugh at or something along those lines. Last stream reactions, Jolteon fan put a ton of really cool Jolteon fan-made videos that were like really awesome to watch. Like people had these 3D models of all the evolutions, and like there was a Jolteon that was like afraid of these amiibos. There was like there was like a Halloween thing with all the evolutions, and there was like these silly like storytelling around the evolutions, and so we got to watch a few of those. Someone put like an episode of Jujutsu or of what was that? Bleach. Someone put an episode of Bleach, and I had to kind of like sift through it so that way we didn't get any copyright infractions on the video, which we didn't. We managed to not get any copyright infractions on the video, which is awesome. Someone put like a GTA trailer for GTA 6 which I had to kind of skip through that as well, but hopefully we got the good parts. But there was some serious copyright music on the GTA 6 trailer, and I couldn't watch the whole thing. So yeah, put some stuff in the chat, in the chat for stream reactions if you can, because I'll be reacting to stream reactions tomorrow, and however long whatever's in there is how long the video is going to go for. So if there's anything cool, if you have any art that you want me to react to, or if you have any someone put some clips in there. Someone put some clips in there of me reacting to the shiny Zapdos. So I got to react to my own shiny Zapdos reaction. That was pretty cool. So that who knows what's in store tomorrow, but that's what we're gonna be doing tomorrow. Doing some chat reactions. So I'm looking forward to it. It'll be the second chat reaction that we've ever done, and I think we're gonna do that once a month. So yeah, feel free to fill up the chat reactions, and I'll go through the chats that we haven't seen before, and depending on how long or how many posts are in there, is how long the stream is gonna be. So we managed to get like a pretty good like hour out of the stream reactions last time. I did have to determine like what to skip over so that way we didn't get any copyright stuff. But yeah, there was like a few episodes of Pokemon that we just didn't watch, and there was like that episode of Bleach that I had to just kind of like skip through and stuff like that. So I gotta be careful. I'm going to bed. Night, guys. Have a wonderful day. Yo, Andolin, thank you for being here, and thank you for sharing about Wolf Quest 3 and sharing about the other game that you were talking about that I'm trying to remember. The horse riding game. Yo, thank you for sharing about that, and it was fun talking to you, and I'm glad that you were here. Thank you so much. Yeah, yeah, it would be nice to have some sort of buffer around the copyright stuff. That way we can just hop into it. But no, you don't have to, man. I know you got your movie night to prepare for, and you got you're going to be doing stream afterwards, I think, from what I understand. So, yo, no worries if you want to. Yeah, I'd appreciate it, but no, you don't have to. You don't have to. But I will go in blind just so that way it's a true reaction. I'll be reacting to what's going on in there. But yeah, I was thinking about that, Cobalt. Like, it would be cool to have people sift through and just make sure like there's no copyright stuff in there. But yeah, I want some. I was hoping that there'd be some cool stuff that you guys are interested in, or some funny stuff you've seen. I know Father Elmo has shared some like like SpongeBob stuff that I don't know because I wasn't into SpongeBob when I was a kid, and he shared that Vine thing that you were talking about earlier with the 19 plus 10 is 21. Yo, I missed. There was like a world of Vine that I missed because I was in the military and I didn't have a community of people that were into Vine, so I missed a lot of that stuff. And it was so some of these jokes aren't landing on me, but if you want to put those things in there, I'm my mods do it for me. I got you. Okay, I can skim through it for you. I got you. Okay, thanks, Cobalt. Yeah, so there's all if there's some jokes that I've been missing or things like that, I'd love to see them and react to them or things like that. There was a world that I had to miss while I was overseas and on a ship, and there was like 5 years of my life that I was an electrician, and that was like the only thing that I did was be an electrician, go to the beach and travel. You know what I'm saying? So like, so it was a busy time then. And I love my life for it. It was awesome, but yeah, I missed a lot. Missed a lot of like social media stuff. Okay. We're heading to. So Aubrey, we went through 242, and I'm sorry, Aubrey, but we didn't get the shiny on 242. We're on our way to 264, which is going to be Necrocio's next prediction. There you go. So, I hope you guys are having an awesome Friday. I'm glad you guys have been here and hanging out with me. Chat's been awesome today. We've been talking about some cool stuff, memorably and significantly. Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic Adventure, and we got some Spider-Man conversations going. That was we got to talk about the Spider-Verse, get that in there. Andolin shared about those the Wolf game that she's plays, and that sounds hella cool. And like we were talking about games that are like over the top like that, and so we got to meet Jinx, which is it's nice to meet you, Jinx. I'm glad that you're here and part of the community. And it's been a lively stream. I've been really enjoying this with you guys. So thank you guys so much. We're gonna try and get through this shiny hunt with Mewtwo. That way we can face off against red and we can face off against green. Right now I do have a Master Ball because I didn't end up using a Master Ball on Articuno, but I might do some stuff on this game off stream. I might have to find shiny Articuno and a Master Ball, so that way we can get shiny Mewtwo in a Master Ball as well. And then we'll face off against red, we'll face off against green, and that's going to be the end of this series. So we're working towards getting to the end of this series, which is awesome. I'm looking forward to starting a Nuzlocke. But yeah, we'll have. I've been considering like playing Leaf Green, but we'll have to decide what game are we doing a Nuzlocke on, and we'll move that way in that direction. And I think I'm gonna leave it up to you guys. What game do you guys want to watch? And I'll make a poll for a few days while we're closing out this series about what game we're gonna be playing and what starter we're gonna start with. So those will be the polls that we'll probably have going into the Nuzlocke series. And man, I'm gonna try my hardest to make sure that your Pokemon stay alive. So that's something I'm worried about and scared for, because I've never played in a Nuzlocke and I've never had like a limit on my level cap. I used my Let's Go Eevee Master Ball on a shiny Magikarp. It was my first ever shiny. I didn't know I needed it for Mewtwo. Okay, yeah. Mewtwo has like this boosted power thing going on with it, and I think it like smacks balls away, if I remember right, or at least that's what I was imagining while he was like just like swiping stuff away, like Mewtwo, what's going on out there? He's just like not interested in that Pokeball. But yeah. I'm gonna use a Master Ball on Mewtwo. So yeah, that's the plan, especially with the shiny. You know what I mean? I don't want to lose that. But congrats on the Magikarp. Congrats on the shiny Magikarp. Your first ever shiny. That's what a great Pokemon to get as a shiny. I think my first ever shiny ever. Yeah. It had to have been in Pokemon Ruby. I had a shiny Tentacool pop up, and that was my first ever shiny. Yo, thank you, Jinx. Okay, Jinx said I gotta go, but good luck. Hope you get that shiny. Yeah, me too. We'll probably be here for a while, Jinx. I'm probably gonna be doing the stream every day until we get the Mewtwo. So hopefully we'll see you again soon. Yeah, thank you for being here. Appreciate you, Jinx. Okay. Hope you have a good weekend if I don't see you. Yeah. Okay. Hell yeah. Yeah. So I'm not sure what's happening tonight, but my plan is to be a part of Cobalt's server, and he's having a watch party tonight for the Mario movie, and that's one of the things I plan on doing tonight. But I've also there was talk about maybe going and seeing the Odyssey. So if that happens, I'm going to go do that, because I haven't had a chance to see the Odyssey yet. And I definitely want to go watch that movie. But, Cobalt has been so supportive to me and to his community that I definitely want to like give that love back and be there for, that movie night for Cobalt. Hell yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's kind of a plan tonight, but I think what's going to happen is eventually this weekend or at some point I might go see the Odyssey, but I do want to go see Spider-Man 2 also, and maybe catch the Spider-Man movie. I'm really excited. So far everything that I've seen, they're very insistent about not giving any spoilers away, which is awesome and really cool, because the movie like had its pre-release, right? It's been out in theaters for people, and people have gone to see the showing of the Spider-Man A Brand New Day, and they're getting whatever message that it is that says, hey, don't spoil this thing, and so people are rocking that. So I don't know what's happening in the theater or in the show, but there's definitely some sort of emphasis on not spoiling anything, on not spoiling certain things. So I'm excited to see like what's going to happen in this movie, and what's going to happen with these characters, and why are so many of the audience members focused on not spoiling things when typically, that's like you can't avoid you cannot avoid spoilers when after a movie comes out after the first day. That's like usually what happens. So I'm curious to see how they're managing that and what they're doing with that. But yeah, I think I want to see it this weekend, so that way I don't have to avoid spoilers anymore. Okay. I think Corruption is speaking French. Exit. Yo, I'm not sure how to say that word. Exit to me. No. Yeah. That like that. I don't know if this works. No, exit to me, which translate to it is not an issue. Okay. No exit to me. I don't know. Oh, okay, it's Latin. Okay, gotcha. Yo, thank you, because I would have guessed that was French. Latin is like a love language. It was like the first love language, and French, Spanish, and I think English is a love language too. But like love languages got their roots from Latin origins. I don't know if you guys knew that. That's something I learned a while ago, and I appreciate that about the Latin language. It's like the first love language, right? It's the prime love language, and it's from Italy. So hell yeah. Love language prime. Okay. Yo, Corruption. How's your Friday going, man? How's your Friday going? You know some Latin, but not fully? Yo, that was kind of cool. Earlier in Boltz's stream, he was asking like everybody how many languages they knew. I only know English because I took French in high school, but I don't know that language. And I took Spanish, or no, I didn't take Spanish, but I've heard Spanish and have gleaned some information from Spanish, but I don't know Spanish. You know what I'm saying? Like I can recognize certain things, but that is kind of neat. So yo, you guys, if do you guys know any other languages outside of English? Or are you interested in learning another language? I think if I was to learn another language and dedicate myself to learning it fluently, I think Latin would be the way to go, because that might be a gateway to understanding how every other love language works. You know what I'm saying? Like Corruption, that would be cool, man. Yo, are you learning Latin, dude? But the only language I know is English, Spanish. I'm not good at it. Okay. Yeah. I'd say that's not I do not know the Spanish language. There's words I recognize, and I don't know like the dialect and how to speak in Spanish, or I'd say I'd never learned the dialect of French either. My teacher was she was prickly. Yo, that's a good description of her. She was a prickly lady. Yo, Madame Faulkner, if you're watching this, Madame Faulkner, if you're watching this stream, yo, you were a pretty prickly teacher, and I don't know why. You didn't have to be. You know, you could have, you know, like there could have been, you know, a lot more understanding between you know, teacher and student relations. Like it could have been a little bit more open and less guarded and limited. You know what I'm saying? So, Madame Faulkner, if you're watching this today, I would recommend that every student that you have is going to learn differently, and it's your job as a teacher to like find the way to teach your students. So there you go. If anybody is seeing this and is wondering what's going on with Madame Faulkner, yo, she was just not a teacher that spoke to me. You know what I'm saying? There you go. In high school, I had a fucking D- in Spanish. Corruption? Yo, that sucks, dude. I got a C in French, and that was like one of my worst grades. I just couldn't wrap my head around the teaching style of the teacher, and I wish I knew that I could have gotten my teacher changed and moved to a different classroom. But I think Madame Faulkner was the only French teacher, the French teacher in my school. So I don't know why I chose to do French, but we had Japanese, Spanish, French, and I think the other option was like Russian. And I didn't know anybody who took Russian. And I thought like as a teenager growing up in the 90s, one of my sole motivations was like meeting girls and being in a boyfriend and girlfriend relationship. And so I thought French was going to be the way to go. And so that was stupid and dumb and I was not successful in my endeavor. You know what I'm saying? And that's okay. I'm glad I was such a moron in high school. I'm glad I got to figure things out, you know? I'm looking at the poll right now. There are 9 votes, and as far as like the best Spider-Man in this option, in these options, a lot of you guys have voted Venom. Okay, GG's. I agree with that. Green Goblin is second. Mr. Negative is on the board at number 11. Yo, I'm wondering if the Spider-Man game, paid some credence to Mr. Negative. But Kingpin is at 0. Yo, that's crazy. Kingpin is at... Nobody has voted for Kingpin, and I know that Kingpin has done some massively, incredibly villainous things to Spider-Man. Earlier in Bolt's stream, Bolt said that Pokemon Emerald isn't going to be as long as Heart Gold. And then I said, Pokemon Emerald isn't going to be as long as Heart Gold, eh? Yeah. That's rough, dude. I don't know if he knows how twisted the map is in Hoenn. I don't think Bolts has played Emerald. I know his favorite Pokemon is Rayquaza. But that's interesting because I don't know if he knows the region. Because that game is longer. Like just getting to that game has got to be pretty long. Yo, Hoenn and I'd say Sinnoh is not very long. Not as long. I'd say it's probably the same as like I'd say Sinnoh is probably similar to like the length of time to play Sinnoh is probably a similar length of time to play like Gold and Silver. But I feel like Hoenn and I feel like Unova are longer games. They fit in like a mold of the map and getting through the game and like everything that you have to do to get to different places. I think the only convoluted thing that you have to deal with in Sinnoh is like going back to Team Galactic Space, which even playing Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl is like, what do I do here? You know what I mean? Like you have to go back to Cyrus and it's not clear. There's some lack of clarity that you have to go back to that base. So yeah, I'm curious if Bolts is gonna get through like that Fort Tree City in any possible easy manner. Like I don't know if he's gonna get it, dude, because Fort Tree City is like its own little puzzle, right? Fort Tree City is gonna be tough. And then like I think there's a point where the game gets increasingly harder. Like there's a step up in difficulty and a step down in like what's happening as far as like what you're looking forward to in the game, like gameplay and storytelling. It steps down like when you get into like the rainy grassy area, the big tall grassy area. I don't know if you guys experienced that, but for me, Hoenn hits a rough patch around that bike area with the bike area where there's like planks above and there's like big patches of grass and you can find like Absol. Like I think that's cool, but like the story is kind of like convoluted at that point, but then it clears up after you get through Moss Deep and you start surfing and you're going into the ocean and then you get to like dive and stuff like that. It gets more exciting there. Yeah, and you get more lore about Rayquaza. Yeah, when you go to Moss Deep City, that lady is hooking up the lore. She's talking about like, you know, the battle between Kyogre and Groudon and like the and Rayquaza's like Rayquaza intervening. Yo, GG's to the lady in Moss Deep, yo. Yeah, I'm excited. Yo, that'll be cool to see. Yo, I felt bad because Bolts was starting out the game and it seemed like no one in chat was like paying attention to like what he was doing. There's like this weird side conversation that was happening for Bolts, and Bolts wasn't a part of it, and the chat was definitely having this very like testosterone driven conversation. Like I was reading it and at some point I was just like, I have no place in this conversation. There's nothing that I could add to this conversation that I don't think anyone is going to like take any advice or anything along those lines, just because of where everybody was at in that conversation. It was rough to watch, man. Everybody in that conversation, it was hard to watch. So Bolts was like, I know like Bolts is kind of like, sometimes he tries to ignore problematic things and sometimes he plays it off, and I like how he plays it off. He's really charming about it. But man, I was watching the chat, I was reading the chat, and I just felt like, dude, yo, it sucks so bad because he's got like 4 or 5 moderators in there too, that it would have been nice to see the moderators like step up to the point and say like, hey guys, the way that this conversation is being handled needs to stop. And if it's not stopped and we don't change the subject or something along those lines, then people are going to be put into timeout. Like just establishing some sort of boundary or establishing some sort of like rule set, so that way the conversation could have came back to like supporting Bolts, which is like I think what people could have been there for, you know, like or suggesting music or suggesting art and stuff like that. Yo, gearing the conversation towards like something more productive would have been awesome. It would have been nice to see. So I felt bad because I was in there and I didn't step up because I'm not a moderator or a part of that moderator community. But seeing the moderators not say anything about it was rough. And I let QLF know when he got back. Like I know he was creating like the Bolts made GIF, you know, like he made that Bolts made GIF. And when he came back, I just let him know, like, dude, there's a lot of immaturity and a lot of like unhealthy conversation happening, and it's rough to watch. I was trying to order it to stop. Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah. People are free to speak, right? I think like personally, corruption, and please don't take any offense to this. I'm going to explain myself, okay? Like I would not choose to have you as a moderator, because like in the chat, the way that you conduct yourself is like a very authoritarian type moderator. It's like, it looks to me like you have a power and you want to use it. And I don't think I would want my community to like have to play by these rules that you have that are not understood, right? So I hope that makes sense. And I don't mean that in like a mean way. I mean that as like a I hope this helps you moderate Boltz's chat in the future, right? You don't have to listen to me, and you don't have to take my advice, and you don't have to agree or you know, and you don't have to disagree. But yeah, that would be my choice. I would the way that you conduct yourself currently is how this is how I see it. And you get as the moderator, you get to be yourself, and I absolutely 100% respect that. I wouldn't want that in my chats, in my community. So yeah, no, please don't take offense. But what I would look for, and I would hope that you grow into, you know, something that's more guiding versus like restricted and limiting. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that makes sense, but like I would hope that like that the guy that was chatting, I think his name was like the Asian. I was reading what he was saying, and there was a lot of like apologies, and there was a lot of like backstepping and stuff like that, and there was no acknowledgement of like what of that. There's no acknowledgement of like, there's no acknowledgement saying like, hey, this is what you did wrong, and this is what you could be doing, right? There's no acknowledgement of his apology or anything along those lines. And then I think he just got put in timeout, and it was really difficult to watch because like I think he realized that whatever he was saying led into like a conversation that was like very testosterone driven and very like almost like, man, it was hard for me to watch. And I'm like, I was just like, dang, this sucks. And I'm gonna leave. You know, I just left because it was like, you know, I needed a break. So who knows what everybody else was thinking, but like maybe they needed a break too. I'm not taking offense to it, and I'm not mad about not being mod. And besides, I'm a mod in other streams, so it's fine. Yeah, no worries. Yeah. So, and that's just my viewpoint. It doesn't mean anything to what you're doing. Like I'm just saying this as somebody who's a part of my community and I'm happy that you're here. Every time I see corruption, you know, I'm excited for the bit about Giratina. I'm excited for like the Distortion World conversations. I'm excited for like what's going on in your life, man. I know there's been days where you've been like burning up hot, you know, like yeah, man. I appreciate you being here, and I appreciate you. So please understand that above anything else I'm saying. I'm just referring to what I was watching in Boltz's chat unfold, and that was rough to see. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah. So you didn't put him in timeout. You just let him know not to add to what happened 2 weeks ago. Yeah, man. And Boltz trusts you, so that's absolutely 100% validated through whatever Boltz and you have worked out, man. So, but yeah, I'm just saying when I was sitting in there, I was considering everybody that's in chat, and I was watching Boltz kind of like not understand, and then as it kept dragging on, I was like, man, I think I'm just gonna go get some coffee. So that's how it went for me. I was like, dude, what the fuck? Because normally Boltz's chats are like a lot of fun, and they're like it's like there's a lot of playful like ripping on Boltz on like, you know, some of the things that he says or whatever he's doing in the game, and that was definitely not happening today. There's a lot of requests. I like Boltz's chat because typically there's a lot of requests for like songs and stream reactions or battles and stuff like that. And it's cool because Bolts has like that freedom to step out of like what he's doing for his content and do a lot of interactivity with his chat. And so to see like the chat devolve into like, you know, a lot of immaturity from that conversation, it was tough to see. I felt bad for Bolts. Like, man, that sucks. That sucks that that's what's happening in this chat right now. So yeah. I don't know if you were there, but at the start of the stream, there was a person telling fables to. Yeah, was that like the Glib or whatever his name was? Yeah, I didn't understand. He seemed out of nowhere, and I think that was nipped it in the butt. So yeah, I think you got that like right off the bat. But yeah, that kind of stuff is wild, dude. Like, that's rough to see. But it almost seemed like a barroom like brawl. You know what I'm saying? Like, it almost seemed like people were throwing chairs at each other. And I feel like the conversation could have gently been guided into like a supportive conversation. But it seemed like people were standing and like like posturing at each other. That's what the conversation seemed like, and it was really weird. It was sucked, man. I felt bad because it was like, who knows what anybody is thinking. Just based on what you can read, all you could tell was that there was like frustration happening and posturing around that, and like a devolving of like reasoning, and it just turned into straight up emotion. And I think the emotions that were going on were tough to understand because it's all behind a screen. And so it's like, dang, dude, I don't know what any of these people are thinking, because it was all like kind of masculine and macho and stuff like that. Yeah, I saw that too. Yeah, at that point, I was like, I'm gonna go get some coffee and head out. So, so that was rough. And Bolts is just like, starting his game. He's starting Pokemon Emerald. He didn't even get to like pick his starter yet. I think he chose Trico, which I'm excited for him to build up that Trico, man. That should be cool. And his rival is May, and she's got a Torchic. So it'll be cool to see. Yeah, man. It would have been nice to see like the conversation guided into like a different emotion, because what the emotion felt like was just like frustration and anger. And so it would have been nice to see somebody be in there and be like, this is how I recognize your guys' emotions. Let's take a break, or let's guide this to something more positive and happy feeling and joyful, because Bolts is starting Pokemon Emerald, and let's get Bolts hyped up for his starter. Like, that would have been cool. That would have been cool to see. Let's get Bolts hyped up for his starter would have like shifted the conversation, something like that. You know what I mean? If I wasn't a mod, I would have left as well. Yeah, man. Yeah, I was thinking about saying something like, yeah, dude, it looks like you guys are upset, but but it's not I didn't think it was my place. I just felt bad because Bolts was like unaware of all this stuff happening. And he was like, when he read it, it looked like, I know that sudden look of dread because I've been through it too. Sometimes my chats like devolve and I'm not entirely sure what to say, because it's like, oh shit, I'm on camera. There's a bunch of people here watching, or, there's people like looking, and it's like, dang, dude, I don't know how to react in this situation. And that, I think that's how I would need to respond next time. Next time that happens, it's probably how I need to respond. in certain situations, being authoritarian helps in bullshit that happens. Yeah. So like the philosophy I have around that is like, it takes as much effort to like, it takes as much effort to build someone up than it does to like bring them down. You know what I mean? I don't know if you've ever practiced it. Like for instance, like if you go into a coffee shop, I think we've talked about this before. Yo, yeah, I think I've shared this before with the chat with you guys. And it's like if you go into a coffee shop and someone messes up your order, it takes just as much effort to say like, oh, yo, I mess things up all the time, than like getting upset and saying like, yo, you messed up my order, you know, let me talk to your manager, or you messed up my order, you're a piece of shit, or something like that. That's terrible. That's a terrible thing to do. And versus like, you know, last week, you know, I wore my socks outside and poked a hole in my socks, and now I can't wear these socks anymore. That's just like you messing up my coffee order. That's like way easier for someone else's perspective to take on and to grow in that situation and to feel human and normal, because yeah, that's all. We're all just trying to get by, man. Doing my job as a mod. Yeah. Yeah. I hear you, corruption. Yeah. Yeah, I was just thinking, man, like it's just I can't imagine the life that you're living. All I could imagine is from me to perceive like your perspective. You'd have to help me understand that. And I would hope that I give like you the power to help me understand your perspective. That's what I'm responsible for, right? And you don't have to be. But on the other hand, like if you wanted to understand my perspective, you know, and you asked me a question, like I get to answer that question in a way, or I get to like tell you my answer in a way that like that based on my emotions, or based on my reasoning, or based on like how my experiences in my life have like taught me anything. You know, that's how I get to react. And so it's up to me to react. And I know you just said like authoritarian helps in bullshit that happens. And you know, I would hope, from my experience, that I would never treat anybody as though I'm like a higher power than them, because who knows what situation people are in, man. People always said to me that power has gone over my head and shit like that during those times. Well, what do you think about it though? Like, how do you feel? Like, how do you feel when you're treating people in a way that's like the authority? You know, like that's I think having introspection like that is probably valuable. Like, I don't know if you've ever done something that like you feel sorry about, or you feel bad about, or you've done something that like maybe you felt powerful because you did something that hurt somebody else. Like, what do you think about yourself in situations like that? That's kind of an interesting exploration. I mean, I don't know what other people say. Typically, other people aren't going to change my mind, right? I'm not going to change your mind. But like you know, like what would it take for you to feel proud of yourself and to be happy about the things that you do? That's something that a lot of people struggle with and you know, don't know how to feel about. So yeah. So when you can have introspection and consider the choices that you're making and the way that you talk to people beforehand, and get advice from other people, like you know, like, not, I don't know how to do everything. You know, I need help. I think I've talked about this with Aubrey before, but like there's a concept that I like to play over and over in my head in so many situations, because like it's just a concept that I call, you know, like werewolf problems, right? If a village is being attacked by werewolves and all the werewolves are eating your horses and killing your people, and the werewolves are attacking and destroying your village, right? You know, most villages don't have ways of protecting themselves from werewolves, and so they need somebody who knows how to make like silver bullets, yeah? You know, somebody who knows how to like take care of the werewolves. So sometimes when you have like werewolf problems, you got to go to somebody who can take care of werewolf problems. I'm only good at lurking and Pokemon battling and champions. Shout out to Truly Humble. Yo, Virgil, that is the most humble. People also said that I'm being too strict, and I'm like, I'm not trying to be strict or authoritarian. It's just the cancerous bullshit y'all spit because of part of me to form. Yeah. Yeah. So like everybody that's hopping on to chat is living their own lives. You know, they're just trying to get some sort of entertainment and like something that we've all experienced, right? We've all had to live through like COVID. It was interesting, and I'm saying this because it's you know, there's like this interesting idea around people. But like if you went to the movie theaters before COVID, you know, I think there was a decorum that people understood and behaved in a way like that. When you go to the movies, that's how you behave, right? So without being said, you just kind of observe it and adopt it, right? Like that's how movie going was. But like after COVID, people went to the movies and we got interesting things like the chicken jockey, and we got like people erupting and being a lot more free, because after, you know, a year or two of not going to the theaters, you're cooped up inside your house, and whatever happened while you were at home and viewing media in those ways, like you go to the movies and you're with other people and you're sharing in this experience, and you get to like be liberated and free with those people. And so that decorum that people knew before COVID is different than afterwards. And that's an interesting idea, because right now in any chat, like right now it's me, you, and Virgil, and anybody else just listening. All of you guys are living in experiences that you guys have. I'm living in an experience that I have, and I'm not perfect, and I'm not, you know, I'm not sure. I'm oftentimes not sure. But you guys have lives, and I don't know what's going on in your lives, and I try to act accordingly. I try to act as I don't know what's going on with you, but and if that was me, how would I want to be treated in that situation? Like, you guys don't know what's going on with me, but I would ask that, you know, you know, you guys treat me, you know, kind and with, you know, like appreciation or, you know, the things that make me feel good. And you don't have to do that. But like, I think we want to treat each other all the way. We all want to be treated in a way. And I think we all want to treat people in ways. So considering where people are at in their lives might help with like some of those things that people are telling you. Yeah. I'm trying to get people to follow the rules. What if they don't know the rules, right? Maybe letting them know what the rules are versus like just following a set of rules that you understand that they might not. There's a lot of new people in Boltz's chats. Maybe they don't know the rules. I even said spamming W is fine, but spamming other shit without being told to or asked to is a timeout moment. Yeah, and that's interesting too. I'm surprised that would be a rule for Boltz because like chatting in the chat like increases engagement in his analytics. Like on YouTube, when you go into your analytics, there's an analytic that says like how many times people chat in your chat. So I'm surprised that spamming anything would be like against the rules. What I would imagine, if I was to make a rule about spamming, I would say like, you know, don't spam like brain rot. Like nobody has to be subject to anyone else's like terrible behaviors. And I wouldn't want anybody to be subjected to anybody else's terrible behaviors. But if someone is like, hi, that's okay. Right? There's nothing wrong with that. Or W's. Yeah, that's awesome too. Supporting things like, sometimes I say like, you know, like, if someone's playing a game and they have to like beat someone else, I'm like, kill that guy. And I'll say that a few times, you know, as like a cheer, like a chant. So like spamming it drives engagement and it drives an analytic. So I don't understand why Boltz would not be okay with that. So yeah, and maybe I don't know Boltz's rules, but yeah, if the moderators have never let me know what Boltz's rules are. If I remember correctly, spamming in YouTube's eyes is a bot and should be removed. No, like here, let me show you. Here, sorry, I've got my my YouTube channel up, but let me yeah, it's just a number. In YouTube's eyes, spamming is a number. So like yesterday's stream. Hold on. I don't know if you could see that. It says chat messages and reactions. It says there's 349. And so it's just showing like an analytic. So when people spam, it raises that bar. It raises that graph up. And it produces like the analytic for engagement. So yeah, if you're stifling people from the things that they're saying, that hurts Boltz's like numbers, right? If you're telling people not to spam stuff and you're like banning them or like putting them in timeout, that hurts Boltz's like engagement. I agree that there should be some rules around like what's said, right? Yeah. I know you're not, right? But I'm surprised that that's like a Boltz. I'm surprised that that's what Boltz wants. I understand that that's not what you want, but you know, if I want to put W's in Boltz's chat to like share the win and be a part of like his joy and things like that, and then I get somebody saying like, hey, don't spam too much or don't spam things. One, that's like telling me like, hey, don't celebrate the thing that Boltz is celebrating. And two, it takes down the level of engagement. Like I'll only put, because I know you don't like spamming and you're one of his moderators, I've only put like 3 W's when Boltz says spam W in the chat. And that drives down engagement versus like the 10 W's that I would put. Does that resonate with you? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? I think what I'm saying too, like, is just because you have like a feeling and an understanding from like where you're coming from, does it represent what Bolts is looking for? And that's what I would be concerned about as like a moderator. Does it fall along the lines of values that Bolts is sharing with his community? Because a lot of the times I don't know if that's the case. Yo, what's up, Cobalt? Welcome. I'm glad you're still here, man. When this guy was spamming Lance without being told to, in other words, that was spam. Yo, but yeah, Bolts was fighting Lance. And you're saying don't spam this, but it's like, again, you're driving down the analytics that could help Bolts be more successful. Does that make sense? Spamming W's doesn't bother me, as I said before. Yeah. I don't know if you've seen like YouTube Studio when somebody's streaming, but there's a chat rate. And I think that's an analytic that YouTube follows as well, to drive like people from like their For You page on YouTube. But if my chat rate is at 1, I'm the #1 chat rate, you know, like in that, it might drive somebody to be seen on their For You page. And I'm not sure if stifling people from like chatting, like I think if I had a moderator, I would want them to like find ways to encourage, like Cobalt every day comes in here, says hi to the people that are popping in, like talks to people, says like and subscribe, you know, like encourages people and stuff like that. And that's why I'm adding Cobalt as a moderator. So also, I think what I want Cobalt to help me with is like find ways to engage with the community. So Bolts never said to spam Lance though, even though Bolts I even told Bolts that he was spamming without being told. Yeah, every time I've watched the reaction, and to be fair, I'm not always in Bolts' streams and I'm not always in Bolts' chats, but I'm trying to help you understand like YouTube analytics. Spamming W doesn't make an active chat. It's a different variety of words. Okay, yeah. So like, yeah, engage. So there you go. Maybe instead of like stopping people from spamming things, you could helping drive engagement through helping them find something to be engaged with. Like, does it make sense what I'm talking to you about, corruption? Like, I hope we're not like missing the mark, because basically what I'm saying is like, what I'm saying is like, if I had a moderator, I would want them to help me drive engagement, and I'd want them to fall in line with my values. When I'm in Bolts' chat, I don't get from Bolts that he's an authoritarian type person. So it doesn't make sense typically that as a moderator, there's an authoritarian type limitation or rule set around that. So it doesn't seem to me to match Bolts' like values, and that's kind of, I'm curious about that. Spamming W is just a way to wake chat up. Yo, there you go. Yo, let's get this shiny, and then we could spam W's. You know what I'm saying? That'll be a way to get me to wake up. No, I'm just kidding. I'm engaged in this conversation, corruption, and I appreciate having this conversation because Bolts. I think we both care about Bolts, and we both appreciate Bolts' community. And when I'm watching, these are the thoughts that I'm having. So I figured I'd talk to you. Here's another thing: my internet gets slow when spam happens. Oh, okay, yeah, but that's not Bolts' problem. That's not Bolts' fault. You know? Yeah. I'd say, like, as a moderator, corruption, it's probably along the lines of duty to like help bolts in the most positive ways. So I get wanting to get rid of problems. I think what I would suggest is like turning the problem into like a solution. That would help bolts. What I mean is like instead of like finding people to time out, and instead of like seeking out like problems, find the problems that are there and turn them into like guide them into like positivity and engagement with bolts and like, you know, or like we're all playing Pokemon, so like saying like, hey, who's your favorite trainer, or like what town would you live in if you could live in a Pokemon world, or like what's your favorite legendary Pokemon, or saying like, hey, so and so, this is my favorite mythical Pokemon, what's yours? Those are ways that you could probably turn like something that's problematic into something that's more engaging for the whole audience. Yeah. Yo, what's up, TCJ? Yo, welcome to the chat, dude. Hey, just popping in. I just wanted to say keep up the awesome work. Thank you, man. I'm happy you're here. I know you're just sticking around for a second, but yo, I hope you have a good day at work, man. I did not get to watch your stream the other day that you put out a couple days ago, but I'm going to. It's on my list, dude. I'm gonna watch your Suicune hunt, the last one that you did. I'm not trying to be authoritarian. It's just the people that are being assholes that cause that part of me to show. Yeah, man. I'd say inherently, most people don't want to be assholes. Yeah. I don't know if you agree with that. I'm not sure. Yeah, hopefully you understand too. Like I'm coming from like the concepts of what I'm seeing in Bolts' chat, and look at Bolts as like a friend of mine. You know, I'd like to see Bolts succeed, and you're a big part of his community, Corruption, and I appreciate you being there, and I appreciate you being a part of my community too. So I hope you understand that I'm coming from a place of like this umbrella of what Bolts has going, what I have going, and with you as like a through line there. I want you to know I appreciate that you're here, and I want you to know that like these are the thoughts that I'm having around like someone that I consider to be my friend. So and that doesn't mean that I'm not saying he's not like a friend to you or anything like that either. But I want to see Bolts succeed, and I think it would help if his community could grow in this way, because I know what it looks like when Bolts looks at his analytics, because I'm looking at analytics too. So from that perspective, what if we change the narrative? Yeah, I do want people to have a good time, and chat. It's just people that spit out cancerous bullshit that ruins the vibe and kills the good moment. Hell yeah, man. Yeah, no, I'm with you on that. 100% with you on that. 100% agree with what you're saying right there. Hell yeah. And I don't imagine most people want to be cancerous or assholes or I don't know if most people would know if that's like how you perceive them. I would just be curious and wonder if like maybe there's a way to like guide that cancerous or asshole behavior into like a cool question. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's kind of so I guess it's advice, and you don't have to take it. But yeah, I'm trying to look out for Bolts, and I'm trying to look out for you. Truly trying to look out for you. It might not feel like it, and it might not. I'm sorry if it doesn't. But I appreciate you, man. I'm glad you're here in the chat. I love the bit about Giratina and the Distortion Realm and the corruption and like glitching and stuff like that. So it's so fun having you here. Yeah, I saw the chat this morning, and instead of going and getting coffee and turning bolts down, I just shut off the stream. And I'm not saying because of you. I'm saying it's because of the chat that was happening, and it was just rough to watch. And I'd rather support bolts and be there for bolts, but that chat was crazy. That's one of the reasons why Bolts calls me the best mod, because of the constant war that's been waging for feels like years. Rough. Okay, yeah. Maybe he wants that. I don't know. But yeah. I know I don't. I do not want constant war being waged. I was in the military long enough, and being an electrician, I wasn't on the front line or anything like that. I was an electrician on a boat, and I've had my fill. I've had my fill of awful things. Okay, I didn't mean to go this far into... Okay, we're at 300 resets. I guess we're at 301 resets. Okay, I didn't think it was going to be shiny, but there we are. We're at 301 resets. I think I'm going to end the stream today for this stream, because we made it to 301. I'll remember that for tomorrow. But yeah, we're gonna get this shiny Mewtwo. That's the plan. And we'll be resetting on Mewtwo until we get the shiny. So that's tomorrow. Actually, tomorrow I'm gonna be doing stream reactions. So in my Discord channel, there is a channel where people can put different things for me to react to and stream. And so I'm looking forward to hopping in there and seeing what you guys have posted and put in there. Yeah, so who knows what's gonna be, but hopefully there's some pretty funny stuff that we'll all be able to hang out for and see. W's 301 W stream. Thank you, thank you, Cobalt. I'm looking forward to tonight. Cobalt is hosting on his Discord server a movie night with Mario. And we're gonna watch Mario together. What was your reaction when I was trying to prevent the bullshit? Yeah, like my reaction was like a welling up of concern, like frustration that the conversation was happening in this way. I felt like there was no understanding of the people that were involved. And it led to, like, because there was like a block of like people, because there was like a wall up instead of like a bridge being built, it led to people fighting in the chat. So I wasn't... It's going on right now. Oh shit. Okay, I'm gonna end stream and head over there. But yeah, I had to leave Corruption. That's I didn't like how I was feeling with what was going on in the chat. So that's what my reaction was, and I ended up leaving, and sucks because I wanted to watch Bolts, play Pokemon Emerald and do your guys' music reactions and stuff like that. And I ended up not doing it because I was like, this is crazy and it's bullshit. So that's I think that's why I wanted to like bring this up with you and talk to you. Because you had a feeling that I was gonna lash out because I said that I had anger issues. Oh, do you have anger issues? I didn't realize that. No. So like, it wasn't you that I was like feeling that way for, but I know that like you contributed to the conversation in the way that I got to the point that I was feeling, and but it was mostly that the conversation ended up there. I was like, man, this sucks. But I didn't know you had anger issues, Corruption. And that's the werewolf thing, yo. Yeah, if you got werewolf problems, you gotta take it to somebody that can help with werewolves. Yeah. So I would recommend, like, if you think you have anger issues and like maybe talk to your doctor about it and see what they have to say. But like if you've ever been curious about like therapy, there's some pretty good therapists out there that can help out. Did you miss stream? Yeah, Aubrey, hi, welcome to the chat. But I am leaving. I'm heading out. I do, but I try to control them. But people just, yeah, man. I think that helps shed light as to, like, why the conversation went that way. But I mean, yeah, if you like, for me, a lot of understanding about like where my problems came from, and the things that I'm working through came from, and understanding like myself has really helped me get through a lot of like has really helped me understand how to like behave around other people and with other people. It's my shadow self. Not near wolves, aka my corrupted, distorted void side. Yeah, I get it. Okay, well, corruption, I really do enjoy talking to you, and I appreciate you. But I'm gonna end this poll, and I'm gonna end the stream. We made it to 300 resets. I'll take the usual for my bets. Okay, 5 and 10. Dialga, I will write you down for all the 5s and all the 10s. My dude, I got you down. Yo, it's good to see you, Dialga. Hopefully you're having a good day. Aubrey, yeah, we're ending the stream. Yo, where's this poll? Did the poll not post? Anyway, Venom won. Yo, Spider-Man's villains. Who's the best Spider-Man villain between Kingpin, Green Goblin, Mr. Negative, and Venom? Yo, Venom won. Mr. Negative got second, and then Green Goblin got third. Yo, nobody voted for Kingpin. Okay, so nobody thinks Kingpin is Spider-Man's best villain. So yo, that's funny and awesome. And I'm glad you guys voted. So thank you for being here. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, poll in. There it is. There's the poll. Look, 67% voted Venom. 19% voted Green Goblin. Oh shit! Somebody voted for Kingpin finally. Okay. Kingpin got 7% of the votes, and Mr. Negative got 7% of the votes. So one vote for. Or maybe 2 votes for Kingpin, because I'm pretty sure Mr. Negative got a couple of votes. So yo, Kingpin got some love at the end there. Okay, yo, that was surprising. I was like, man, Spider-Man has had some incredible bouts with Kingpin, and Kingpin has done some dastardly things to Spider-Man. 6-7, you say? Yo, 67 for Venom. There we go. All right, I'm out of here. I'm gonna go join Cobalt server for a movie night. And I hope you guys have an amazing day. Corruption, thank you so much for hanging out and having this conversation. I appreciate it, man. I really appreciate being able to talk to you and explore these ideas. So thank you so much. But I'm out of here. I hope you guys have an amazing day. I'll be back tomorrow for stream reactions. Yo, I hope to see you guys for stream reactions. Make sure to post stuff in the Discord under stream reactions, so that way I have some stuff to react to tomorrow. And then I will be seeing you guys tomorrow for stream. Don't forget to level up. Have an amazing Friday. Bye!